Hello. Happy Friday. How's everyone doing? My goodness. I feel very rushed because I was out and I only got home maybe like 20 minutes ago, and I probably should have given myself a bigger buffer than a 10:10 start time, but I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to, turn up every Friday at a similar time and hang out with you guys. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's had a great week. Um, my goodness. How about that Howard Chan guy? My far out. They had 1 week off and then he just dropped a whole bunch of stuff on us. My goodness, I was not expecting this week to be as big a week as it was. And then Shuri's here. There she is. She's excited about the week we had. And guys, unexpectedly, this dude turned up early. He was not meant to come here till Tuesday. But was I upset when my tracking notification said he was waiting for collection? No, I was not. And I just went, I'm meant to be a changed woman with 2 hour stream, so how is this going to go? I don't know. I'm hoping I can keep it to 2 hours. So in wanting to keep it to 2 hours, some executive decisions have been made. So I'm going to say at the top of the show, I'm probably not going to talk about Sideshow Con or whatever they called it. I watched that video and it was stuff we'd seen. And I guess I thought maybe we'd see some stuff we hadn't seen. So given everything was stuff we've seen, I'm kind of hoping you guys will forgive me for not particularly wanting to talk about day one of that. I think their next lot of content is not till like 5 p.m. on the west coast of the US, which is like tomorrow for me. So I know they've done a lot of discounts and giveaways and stuff, so that's cool. But as I said, I watched that 20-minute video, and I think with the exception of like, maybe is that Clean Terminator not been announced, but everything else was announced. But did you guys notice? They did not do many close-ups of that head sculpt of the Human Torch. I thought it was so interesting. They were doing these slow pans up, and then they'd cut it off at the neck. And all the other figures I felt got a lot more close-up and detailed looks at the head sculpt, except for that Human Torch, which I thought was interesting. That's probably the one thing I found interesting out of that video, was I really felt like they were trying not to show a lot of close-up footage of that head sculpt. So it's interesting. I don't know if that's just a coinky-dink. Did Hot Toys say, hey, don't give too many close-ups of this because we're going to change it? I don't know, but I thought it was interesting and it did give me a chuckle, not going to lie. My goodness, I have a whole bunch of people in the chat, so why don't we say hello? Starting off with Carlos, my hype man. Good morning, Helen and chat. Sending a welcome as always from New Jersey, that just got hit with an ice storm, turning the highways into an ice rink. My goodness. How many of you are pumped for the new Captain America movie? How about the Red Hulk? Hopefully we have a normal Hulk in the universe of Marvel. Finally, Helen will catch the replay later. As I know you all do another fun-filled 2 hour stream, or possibly 3. Yeah, who knows, Carlos? Who knows? Chat, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, do so. Heck, tell a friend, family. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate that. He's my hype man. 2 ticks. But can I just say, I am hyped for Captain America. I've already got my ticket to see that. So we have an advanced screening on Wednesday evening here in Australia. So Wednesday morning for you guys in the US. I've got my ticket. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it. I've kind of been debating watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because I have not watched that since it came out. I didn't love that series, if I'm completely honest with you guys. But there's a part of me going, should I rewatch that before I go and see the new Captain America movie? Maybe. I'll see if I can fit that in, because it's so hot. It's not like I'm going outside anyway. I never know how to say this name. Xiaohuron? That's what I'm rolling with. Helen, I'm interested to hear what you think of Blade and Cap America. Plus, Cap is supposed to come out relatively quickly, Q2, Q3. Do you think this could be a sign we could see figures come faster? I mean, specifically for maybe a figure or two, even like we saw for Deadpool and Ladypool last year. Look, that's really interesting, because my first reaction was, is that a typo on the Sideshow website? Like when I saw Q2, Q3. But then it's also interesting because I feel like we don't often get figure announcements before movies. I was chatting to Bob Dylan about this, and I think we were talking about with Black Adam, they kind of showed the figures before the movie, and even with No Way Home, we saw the the reverse suit before. So I don't know what it means. Does it mean Hot Toys is trying to maintain the hype and have like small amounts ready not too far after the movie? Is it that there's going to be some other suit in the movie, so they're trying to get people to pre-order this before a reveal? I don't know what to read into it, but I mean, I think for the longest time, people have wanted a quicker turnaround time between seeing something on the screen and being able to have it in hand. So it'll be interesting, but yeah, we'll talk about those two figures. I've got some photos, but I have to say, the wing articulation on that Captain America is just making me more and more want them to revisit that original Falcon, because they have come so far with the wings and the way they can move, and I would love to have that original Falcon, but with some wings that just can be a bit more slimline to him. That would just be amazing. Please and thank you, Howie Claus. Can we get a Bane unboxing done by Helen, the Bane voice, a part of the stream? Look, I don't pretend I'm the best person at doing impressions, so probably not. I might weave in a quote or two, but my God, I don't like my chances of pulling that off. Nice idea though. Maybe if I'd thought ahead and practiced. I feel like even when I try to impersonate people, I feel like I'm putting my own spin on them. So I don't know. A better person probably could, but probably not me. Toy Collector channel member. Good morning, evening, everyone. Can't watch live, but I'll watch the replay later. Have a great stream. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the replay, and thanks for dropping by to say hello. JB, good afternoon. Looking forward to the next 3 hours. Look, I'm going to try really hard because I've been on a roll. So I'm going to try, but I don't like my odds with how much came out or was announced. And I've got Bane. I was not expecting to have Bane. And then when Bane arrived, I was like, do I still unbox him? Don't I unbox him? Do I unbox him at another time? And I just went in for a penny, in for a pound. We'll do everything together. Valkyrie Magnus is here. Good morning from Seattle. Good morning. How are you doing? Congratulations on Bane. I know, right? I'm very excited. And the fact he arrived early was just a bonus, because the shipping said he'd be here on Tuesday, and I was shocked that he got here today. I was not expecting that. Miss Batwoman, good morning, Helen, everyone. Well, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great Friday. The Brett Collector, my founding channel member. You can never leave me now. Friday with friends. Absolutely Friday with friends. You guys are all my friends, right? We hang out every Friday. We have fun. Gilbert's here. Hello, Helen and collectors. Like Bane says, I bring it back to you, my people, right? Yeah, I'm going to unbox Bane for you, my people. Tiny Art Guy, happy Friday, Helen. Chat, just got my Bank Robber Joker 2.0. I'm very happy. That's cool. I've actually, what is it, Shuri? What is it, sweetie? Okay. She's got a lot to tell me, probably because I was out all day. I actually have used my Bank Robber 2.0 head sculpt on my Nurse Joker, because I've just decided to make that because no one wants to make one for me, so I'm making my own. There's photos up on my Instagram if you haven't seen them. But yeah, Bank Robber Joker 2.0, it's a lovely figure. I think before the current Joker, that was definitely the best Joker head sculpt that Hot Toys has done. So that's awesome. Congrats. I was surprised they actually got a figure to show it off. I don't know what that's in relation to, sorry. I'm a bit scattered, so sorry. I might have missed something very obvious with that comment. Shuri is very talkative. I wish you guys could hear her. Mike's here. Hey, everyone. Happy Super Bowl weekend. I agree, Helen, about the showcase vid. Wasn't that impressed, but we'll see what they decide to show today. Congrats on Bane. Yeah, I guess I've come to expect that we'll see something new, but then it feels like the tide is really changing, because even with a couple of figures, Hot Toys did some videos before Sideshow did their first look unboxings, and I feel like they generally tend to release video footage before. Where are you going? Here she is. Thanks. So yeah, I don't I don't know what to expect. If we're gonna see anything new, anything not, because even some of the images that they overlaid were just like promo pics from Hot Toys. Um, so I mean, I hope we get something new and different, but it's interesting because I mean, I'm not in America, right? And you can all appreciate Shuri's Magnificent Tale while I'm talking. So I don't know if there is a portion of the collecting community who, like us, we're keeping up with everything Hot Toys puts out and Hong Kong and all that stuff. Is there a section of collectors in America that may not know some of this stuff exists? I don't know. So for me, it felt like kind of not seeing the point because some of this stuff was announced a long time ago, but maybe there's a section of collectors that Sideshow appeals to that are not in groups watching stuff on YouTube. So maybe for them it is new news. I don't know. For us it wasn't new news. Hello to all chat this morning too. Yeah, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I think that's all of us. I do like this potential Hot Toys model of releasing the figure around movie release, provided QC is where it should be, no more broken ankle pegs. Yeah, a few people have been struggling with those ankle pegs, right? Touch wood, I haven't had an issue. But yeah, I think it would be great, even if there was just a small batch, like let's say, it's Captain America, of course we're going to have a standard release, but maybe there's 5,000 and they're ready pretty quickly after the movie's released. So people, if they really want to get onto that hype train and get it quickly, because I think that's smart, because like I was in the US and I saw Deadpool and Wolverine when I was in the US, and I remember when I went to visit Bob Dylan, like his lady pool arrived, and that was August. And I'm pretty sure the movie had come out in July. So I think it's a smart way to do it, but I just think the days of having like a 2-year window between a movie and a figure, I think it's a hard ask now, particularly with, I think, Marvel and DC in a bit of kind of a rebuilding phase. So time will tell. 3-hour stream, I'm game. Look, I think it's funny. I'm just like, who wants to listen to me natter on for so long? But then when I started to make my stream shorter, I felt like people were getting a bit like, oh, come on, like, you normally stream for longer. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm old and I need to sleep. And I really don't know that people need to listen to me for 3 hours on their Fridays. Makes my morning walk flow go better. Yeah, I feel that's a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people are like working from home and they just, I don't know, have me nattering on in the background. Fair enough. I appreciate you if that's what you're doing. Thanks for keeping me company. The movie canon's here. Good morning, collectors. Good morning. How are you? The Human Torch. That's what your comment was about. I was surprised they actually got a figure to show off. Oh, okay, the Human Torch. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. They always have them in secret base. And I know with Bucky, there was that bit of a conspiracy theory because he was only at secret base for a day. And people were going, oh my God, they're going to retool him. And it's like, no, they just moved him to the new store that they've opened in China. So... But yeah, as I said, I thought it was funny that it felt like they were deliberately trying to not show too much of that head sculpt. And for the bit we did see, I still was like, looks like David Beckham. That's still who I think that head sculpt looks like. But it's interesting, but I was talking to Iron Logan. He's like, no, I totally see Chris Evans. I'm like, do you though? I don't know that you do. Darth Venom. Hello. Good morning, fellow collectors. How are you? I don't know that I've seen you before in the chat. Welcome. Bobby Dylan's here. Bane, he's finally coming out of the shadows. Let's see him next to the camo tumbler. I know, right? And this is what I have to decide, because I've got the original Bane that I took out of my cabinet, so I can try to do some kind of comparison. How's that going to go? I don't know. It may be ridiculous. But I'm thinking I want the new Bane without the jacket on, so I can have all the seamless goodness with the arms outstretched, and maybe use that diorama backdrop, which I was not thinking I would use, but given my other vehicle shelves all have some kind of background, and the tumbler's not a very long vehicle, so I'm worried without it, it's going to look very empty. So I'll post a picture when I decide what to do with it, because I still like the idea of having Bruce Wayne in with that camo tumbler as well. But one day I'll make my mind up. I was talking Oh, yep. Sorry. Yep. No. I understand. I've eventually got there. Thanks, Miss Batman Woman. Uh, Brad, you're gonna love Bane. The Artisan Joker was the first Hot Toys to blow me away. Really? Only the first one? How many do you have? Yeah, I'm gonna love Bane. I have not opened him. I took him out of the shipper box. I lifted the sleeve up to make sure he looked okay just from the outside. He looks okay from the outside. But we'll crack him open together when we get through all the newsy news. Um, just got up. Well, good morning. Maybe have yourself a nice cup of coffee. Um, I'd like a cup of coffee, but then I probably won't sleep. So lol. Renz is here. Hello everyone. Hey Renz, how you doing? Happy Friday. Got Brad saying hello collectors. Awesome. So I think that's all our intro done and we're making good time. So I'm going to have some water quickly and then I'm going to go to my slides because 2-hour streams. It's the way of the future. Dr. No's here. Hi, Helen. Thank you for your live streams. You're welcome. I said I'd keep Fridays going, and I feel like I've got like a very friendly and cool crew that keeps turning up to hang out. So I'll keep doing them. I've got no reason to stop, right? I've still not gotten my Joker sculpted or my Artisan Jack Sparrow, but my Range Trooper ship from Sideshow. Yeah, I don't have my John Wick from Sideshow. I don't have my John Wick yet. I paid it off early because people were getting him shipped. And mine, I don't know where it is. Where's my John Wick? I want my John Wick. Helen wants some Aussie abs for her collection. Look, this looks nice. And I thought I would put it up. It's actually a statue, but it is 6 scale. And I was really impressed with this. Bob Dylan showed this one to me, and I think it's a great likeness of Hugh Jackman. It's a statue. You can get it direct from the company. So the photos there say Image Studio, and I think I saw them posting this on Instagram. You can get this through 1/6 kit as well. So 1/6 kit is a little bit more expensive because obviously he's building and shipping and whatnot, but I just thought I'd show this to people because, as I know with my Nurse Joker experience, seamless is not always possible. And, you know, I think with something like this or Nurse Joker or a lot of other figures, I'm not mad about it being a statue or a power pose like the cripple Bruce Wayne. So I just wasn't sure if people had seen this today in Kit's group. So I thought we'll start off with this because Wolverine. Everyone's down for a bit of Wolverine, and why wouldn't you? Helen times her thirsty sip perfectly. Oh goodness, hadn't even thought of that. Is that a statue of Iron Logan? I don't know. Maybe a little bit more hair than Iron Logan. Is that mean to say? Hopefully I can get away with that comment because John's my friend. Friendly reminder to hit that like button. Thank you, Dr. No. I appreciate it because it's free. And I've turned up for, I think, is this like the 10th Friday in a row? I think it might be the 10th Friday in a row. Whoa, who did this Wolverine? Yeah, I think it is called Image Studio. I don't know if you can really read the Instagram handle, but I'm pretty sure it's image_studio_. And then I think it's maybe CH or CN for China. But the post they put up said they'd been developing this for 3 years. So a lot of work has gone into this. And as I said, maybe people might be interested in this. I don't know. It's a collab run by Vince Toy. And the sculpt is removable. Really? I didn't realize that. I thought it was just a statue. Hint, hint. Bobby, what are you cooking up? Bob's cooking up something. He's probably got 3 on order. He's cooking something up. What are you doing? Tell your friends in the chat what you're making now. John Wick Fit 4 figure is taking forever in the States. Okay, so it's not just me. Hello, DS. How you doing? Okay, because I know other people in Australia have ordered through Sideshow because, like, we didn't have access to the special edition through Pop Culture, which is silly. John Wick needs all the guns. So I ordered through Sideshow, first time ordering through Sideshow, and that's why I paid my figure off early, because people were saying it was shipping, they were getting it. And I was like, oh, well, I should pay it off, because then hopefully I'll get mine shipped to me. So I paid mine off, I want to say a month ago, and I got no idea what's happening with it. So I just got to wait patiently. But it's a very different experience for me, because in Australia, when pop culture gets their batch, it's all there. Like, it's not in smaller batches. So, you know, Bane arrives, all the Banes are here. It's not like they're getting a little bit of Bane and then the next shipment will be next Bane. Like, we tend to get everything in one hit. So batches, not particularly a thing here in Australia. But I guess it's a bit different with Sideshow. So how long it takes, I don't know. I would just like him so I can finish my John Wick display. That would be nice, but yeah, we'll see. I'm telling you, tell John, that's fine. I'll probably tell him tomorrow as well. Hello, everyone, hit the like button. Thank you, Kyle. How you doing? Hope you're having a nice Friday. There's a lot taking a while to come out. Yeah, as I say, because I don't normally buy from Sideshow. So for me, I'm in my own little Australian bubble. Like, Bane literally only released here a week ago. And like, even something like the Joker, like, I'm waiting for the sculpted Joker, and I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get that till like April. Because Sideshow got their Sideshow Pop Culture got their batch now. They get everything via sea container, and if the container's not full, it doesn't ship. So it takes a while. So we might get like 10 to 15 figures drop in one go, and then there might not be anything for months. That's just the nature of the beast for us here in Australia. And speaking of beast, this guy's a beast. So as I said, guys, I just wanted to give you a heads up about this one, because who doesn't love a Hugh Jackman Wolverine? Or maybe, oh my God, Bob, were you saying the head is removable? Hint, hint, because you could put a Henry Cavill head sculpt on this. You could make a Calverine. Is that what they call him? Calverine? There you go. Henry Cavill head sculpt on this would be cool. Guys, there you go. There you go. I think this is the one Kit has for PO. It is Ren's, but you can buy it directly through the studio. I'm not sure if the studio price includes shipping, but when I looked up the price difference between the two, it was maybe $100 Australian. So what's that? 60 something US. But I don't know if buying direct had the shipping included. But honestly, like, I don't know this company, so how well are they known? Maybe Bob can tell us, but I feel like buying it from someone like Kit is a bit of an insurance policy, just the way I feel about it. So each their own. Now my sculpted Joker's a different story. Mine just shipped yesterday. Oh, cool. Lucky you. Mine's still months away. But I got to see the Jokers in Secret Base, and they looked so good. So I'll be very happy when mine eventually arrive. If I were Hugh, I couldn't have this in my house. I'd constantly feel guilty about picking up a cookie or something, mate. Oh, wow. I know. The guy gets ripped for this role, doesn't he? I tried to put Henry Cavill's head on Wolverine, but the skin tone in Cavill's a bit darker than Wolverine. Oh, okay. Interesting. I think this is where Bob uses, Bob, if I'm hoping you're still here. Is it like chalks or pastels? There's something that you use, I know, to work on skin tone. So there's techniques. There's actually a Facebook group called Kit Bash Kitchen, where there's a lot of tips and techniques around stuff like that. Or hit up Bob. He's the nicest guy in collecting. I'm sure he'll help you out with some information. Now Helen's thinking like a basher. See, I should have thought you'd be up to something, because then you could put your Calverine in your Deadpool and Wolverine display. Just keep building out that universe. That's a cool idea. Very cool idea. Keith Lee, channel member. Happy Friday, folks. Hey, Keith, how you doing? Happy Friday. Goodness, lots of people popping up in the chat. What's up, plastic crackheads? Ash, how you doing? God, these are all the channel memberships that Bob gifted everyone. Thank you. I appreciate it. Kareem the Dream, good morning from New Jersey, Helen. Finally able to catch the stream live. Hello, I didn't realize you're in New Jersey. That's cool. Carlos, who is always my hype man, who leaves the first comment. He's in New Jersey as well. I have to know, are you a basketball fan? I'm assuming with that name you're a basketball fan. I freaking love basketball. I literally just came from a basketball game tonight, so I'm all about it. Agree 100%. It was listed cheaper, but probably doesn't include shipping, and I trust Kit to refund me if it falls through. The site says if they do not reach 249 orders, it will be cancelled. Yeah, I'm a bit the same. I just feel like Kit's a reputable seller. If something goes wrong, I have more faith that he will take care of me than some company I don't know in another country. But as I said, just presenting the options, and if people want to buy this, then you got to decide what's right for you. On silicone, you can use pastels to modify skin tone. There you go. I knew Bobby would have an answer. Definitely an NBA fan. I'm about your age, and I was actually named after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Love it. Oh wow, I come on and I'm a member. How crazy is that? Yeah, because Bobby gifted a bunch of channel memberships last week. So I guess you got one. Congrats. My dad was a huge Lakers fan from Trinidad. Oh, are you a Lakers fan? Are you stoked that you got Luka Doncic? I still can't believe the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka Doncic. What the hell were you thinking? Dallas, seriously, I don't understand. Dang, after seeing this statue, I feel like I need to hit the gym. Yeah, I feel like I need to lay off the my current addiction that a coworker got me onto. And I had not drinked soft drink, or I think you guys say soda in the US, for like more than 10 years. And she's got me hooked on frozen Coke, zero sugar. And they has like hardly any calories, but I was like I have not had soft drink in the longest time, and now I reckon there's something in it, because since I had that one, I now want them all the time. So there's definitely something in those that makes them highly addictive. Doncic was a great pickup. I like lots of teams. That's fair enough. Sometimes I get that, because even like in the leagues here in Australia, I more follow particular players, or if I've got friends who are players or coaches, I'll follow them more than a specific team. So I respect that. That's cool. God, I could talk about we're going to keep to a 2-hour stream. I cannot talk basketball, because we will talk basketball for 3 days. But love that you're a basketball fan as well. I'm glad that you're able to catch the stream live. So I hope you enjoy. Hope I didn't disappoint. So guys, the Kamen Riders. Do I want to spend a lot of time talking about the Kamen Riders? Not really. Do I think it's hilarious that it's Kamen Rider 1 and Kamen Rider 2? Absolutely. I think that's hilarious. But Howie Claus came out of his Chinese New Year slumber and gave us the figures and the figures with the vehicle. And while I don't want to talk a lot about these figures, because do I know what they are? No. Have I seen Kamen Riders? No. Do I plan to? Probably not. The thing that I found super interesting with this was we've got USB light functions for the vehicle. We've got genuine leather suits. We've got LED light up helmets. Like, they've got the deluxe features for these. And I don't know, this could be some amazingly big thing in China, and people are like, oh my God, this woman watches nothing. How does she not know how popular this is? Possibly. That's fine. And you might be new here and not know that I don't watch things. But these Kamen Rider figures got the deluxe treatment. And I want to see more of this. I think we all want to see more leather, or at least not the cheapest, thinnest pleather that disintegrates. Because my original Bane is here. And his jacket is falling apart. His jacket is not in a good way. So I want to see more genuine leather. I want to see more better materials. I want LED light up features. I want all this cool stuff. I want them to be with USB, like this vehicle's with USB. So give us more of this, please, Howard. It's 2025, and let's lift the standard of what we're doing with some of these figures, because like number 1 has all the bells and whistles. And then literally came, it just cracks me up. Kamen Rider #1 and Kamen Rider #2. Do they not have character names? I don't know. The other guy had a head sculpt. This guy does not have a head sculpt. I know, Shuri, no head sculpt. But again, you've got LED light up function powered by USB. You've got another genuine leather suit. You've got the light up helmet and belt. Like, they've really gone deluxe on these Kamen Riders, and I want this to become a new baseline for Hot Toys, not just for Kamen Riders. Where are you going? You want to say hi to Bane? Shuri's just rubbing herself on the Bane box, which means it's hers in cat language. Rumor is Dallas had a big payout bonus coming to Doncic they want to pay. Sorry for going off topic. No, I heard that too. I heard they didn't want to pay the Supermax. And Luke is now like gonna miss out on something like $100 million in his next contract, which is like more money than most of us could ever dream of. So it's freaking crazy to me, the salaries in the NBA. It's just insane. Helen, frozen Coke from McDonald's is $1. Can't go wrong. Oh, I discovered that, Ash. I discovered that if you order through the app, the large is $1 instead of $2. So have I been doing that? Of course. I am addicted. Something is in that, because I had not had one in 10 plus years. And since I had that one frozen Coke zero sugar, I'm having 2 or 3 a week. So something is addictive in there, and I am back on the wagon, and I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. I'm not going to lie. The only thing I know about Kamen Riders is they ride things. So it's a pass for me. Kudos for the leather, though. I know, right? I know nothing about them, but I'm looking at the features of these figures and these releases, and I'm wanting this to be the new standard. I'm wanting Howie Claus to lift his game a little bit. You're not the only one that knows nothing about Kamen Riders. I'm glad it's not me. And like, when I was in Hong Kong, like, those figures were easy to get. Like, they were at Toy Hunters, they were at Rebel Base, Echo Base, 50% off sale. So how popular they are, I'm not entirely sure. But they keep making them, so there's got to be some demand there, right? Because they're now coming with vehicles. Like, so we've got 4 SKUs that they just announced after Chinese New Year. I really don't know what's got to Shuri. She's stressing out. What is it? The joys of a cat. King Dealing, what's even more crazy about NBA salaries is most of the time they are guaranteed money. Yeah, well, some of the salaries are crazy. Like, even the minimum wages there are a lot. Because even with Luca, I think the problem's going to be as well, like, the tax. Like, Texas doesn't have, is it state tax that they don't have? Whereas LA does. So it's costing him in a lot of ways, but I'm sure Luca's probably got more money than he'll ever know what to do with. So maybe we shouldn't feel too sorry for him. Yeah, I don't know anything about this IP either. Looks cool, though. What is it? Come on. Sorry, guys. Shuri's a bit worked up, and I don't know why. What is it? It's going to be a 2-hour stream, I promise. Little one. It's going to be fine. Kind of reminds you of Beetle Brog. If you know, you know. I do not know. I do not know most things. There she is. She just wants to be visible on the stream. All right. So I think we can all agree. What is this? We don't know. But these figures are getting nice features, and we'd like to see them in more figures, please and thank you. Guys, Blade. Finally, Blade. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is our second member of the Resistance. So we saw X-23's already been announced. Now they're following up with Blade. So now we're just waiting for Gambit. Shuri. You're getting a really great close-up of Shuri's beautiful tail because she's decided to stand between my camera and me. So that's fun. Okay, see you, kiddo. So we've just got Elektra and Gambit to go. Blade looks cool, and I know there's some people that want younger Blade, newer Blade. You can always just swap the head sculpt or get it repainted. It's up to you. But I think this looks really nice. I think most of these figures from the Deadpool and Wolverine line have looked really great. Um, the Blade is cool and the sculpt is excellent, but I don't want an older Blade. I'll stick with my original Hot Toy. Yeah, I think a few people are like that, Kareem. I think it was Luminara that was saying the same thing, that she just wants sort of the original Blade. And I think So Toys has one that's due out soon, which is that younger Blade. So maybe that's an option. But as I said, you can do a head swap. You can maybe even, actually, I don't even know how a repaint would go, because it feels like he has quite a few lines. So maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe a head swap is probably the better way to go. But I think this looks really nice. I think the likeness is there. I think we know exactly who this is. The outfit looks cool. Comes with a bunch of awesome accessories. So I think if you're building out this line, there's a lot to like about this. Maybe not that Human Torch, but the rest of the figures so far are looking really nice. So hopefully Gambit and Elektra not too far away, because I know there's a lot of people. And this is my thing as well. I think if you're going to tease a team, make the team. Don't tease the team and make two members of the team. And I think we've said that with things like the Guardians, all that. To show an image that teases you're going to make the whole team and then you only make selected members, I think there's nothing more frustrating as a collector when you can't complete a set. So I'm hoping we do get the other two. Man, Hot Toys have to make this Blade look this good. Now I'm considering it, but the pleather is killing me, and not in a good way. I mean, hopefully they're using better quality pleather. That's all we can hope. I know figures like my original Bane and the original Winter Soldier, like, they are quite old. But yeah, I guess there is that concern with anything that's not leather or like a fabric. Blade's coming home. Yeah, I thought that might be the case for you, Ash. I thought you might be. Are you tempted, Ash, to get the Wolverine statue and put a Henry Cavill head sculpt on it? Because I feel like you're in for anything Deadpool and Wolverine that's coming out. Got to get him. I have every suit of Blade either already in the collection or pre-ordered. That's cool. That's very cool. Are you getting the So Toys one that's coming out as well? Because I feel like there's a few third parties who have made Blade over the years. And wasn't there meant to be a new, like, a Blade reboot with I hope I get this actors right. Is it Mahershala Ali? The guy who was like from was he Cottonmouth in like season 1 of Luke Cage? I thought that was meant to be in the works, but then nothing has come of it. So I don't know if that's right or if I'm totally wrong, because it's very likely that I am wrong. I'm pretty honest about that. It's pre-ordered. Awesome. Hopefully that's coming not too far down the road. Blade, one of the few who know which way to ice skate. If you know, you know. I don't know any of these comments. My goodness. DC Icons has many Blades. His custom Blade figure, one figure is sick. Oh, that's cool. I love a good custom. I can't do a statue. I'd cry if it broke for the price. Can't do it. Yeah, that's fair enough. I can understand that. There won't be a Blade reboot. There's only one Blade. There will only be one Blade, remember. Okay. That movie's probably never coming out. I feel that way. Because, I mean, I feel like it's been talked about for that long and nothing has happened. So, this Blade is coming home. Yeah, I thought a lot of people would be hyped for Blade. And comes a lot of cool stuff. And I just thought the base here and the way they'd arranged this with all the different weapons and accessories, it looks super cool. So, it's a really solid release. Like, check out everything you're getting with him. Like, the rolling eyeballs, which seems to be pretty much a given feature now, which some people love, some people don't, but we've got the option, and I think options are always a good thing. You've got the bazooka with that firing effect, and I do think that firing effect looks really cool. It just adds a little bit of life to your display. Different weapons. You've got that rock diorama base. Like, he looks cool. Like, I think the head sculpt looks really nice. You got the options there with the sunglasses. I think he looks really cool. I think he looks really cool. And I hope we get the rest of the Resistance so people can finish this lineup. It's Blade's quotes from this and his old films. Can you tell I haven't seen it? I feel like everyone's going to kill me when I keep adding to my list of things I haven't seen. I'm tempted. Yeah, you and a lot of people, Mitchell. A lot of people wanting Blade. But everything Deadpool, yep, I plan to get everything. And the Human Torch, you getting that as well? I find it so interesting, that Human Torch figure. I still laugh that Sideshow Con didn't really show the head sculpt. Head sculpt on Blade does look good, but the one on the left without the glasses kind of looks like he's saying, damn, I owe how much in taxes. Look, to me, it's also like, I'm a bit sick of your SHIT as well. He's old, he's tired, he's a bit over it. That's what he looks like now. What is it? My little Shuri has a lot to say tonight. Hot Toys needs to hurry up and put the Jungle Hunter Predator and Clean T800 for pre-order. Yeah, I mean, and that Clean T800 from the Sideshow video was, I think, the only thing they showed that hasn't been put up for pre-order. So as far as new, I think that was the only thing we haven't been able to pre-order so far. So you got to think it's coming soon, maybe. Helen, do you know me? Well, kind of, but also kind of not. I don't have a Blade since I'm a newer collector, so I had to get this Blade. That's fair enough, Valkyrie. It's up to, but maybe, like, I don't know. You might prefer Hot Toys over third party, but there may be a chance to pick up the So-So one when that comes out. So what that looks like, how good it's going to be, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's based on the original movie. So if you're wanting that younger look for him, that might be an option. Or by the sounds of it, hit up DS, because he's a Blade connoisseur. He can probably recommend which ones you should look at. Wow. Akira, hey everyone. Hey Akira, how are you? Happy Friday. Aussies love to party. Well, I don't know if that's what Shuri's doing. Maybe. Not me though, because I'm old and I like to sleep. Everything Johnny Storm. Yep. Okay, fair enough. All right. So that's Blade. And then I was working and this dropped and I went, Howie has no chill in the Year of the Snake, because the movie hasn't even come out yet. And they've already made their first figure announcement. So what do we read into this? I don't know. Because I feel like this is not typical in today's day and age to see figure announcements before the movie's even dropped. And the things that come to mind to me, as I said earlier, things like Black Adam, things like the reverse suit Spider-Man from No Way Home. So what does this mean? Are we going to get multiple looks? Are they just trying to get things out the door quicker in a more timely manner? I don't know. But was I impressed by this figure? Absolutely. I thought it was interesting that there seems to be some mixed reactions to the helmet, and some people comparing it a little bit to Ant-Man. But you know what? There's so many options with this figure. But if you don't like the helmet, you don't have to use it. You can go the more classic look with just the eye goggles, which I like. Or just the head sculpt, which, you know what? I like that they've given Sam this, like, sterner, more serious look. I think this head sculpt looks fantastic. It looks really good. I have the original Falcon. It's the only Sam Wilson figure I had, and I thought that head sculpt was good, and that's quite an older figure, but I think this looks really solid, and I love this choose your own adventure style where you can have that flexibility to decide how you want him to look. So, and that's the thing, like, you can use the helmet and then use the Sam head sculpt if you want to kit bash something. Options. We love options, right? I love options anyway. Thanks for the info. You're welcome. We try to help. I try to help. Um, I try to concierge people where I can. Hello. Oh, Lumi, how you doing, Luminara? Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for dropping by. Um, my Deadpool had fallen, broke his sword, but Deadpool's okay. Oh goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, maybe you can find a replacement sword. I'd say toy anxiety is your friend, but I feel like toy anxiety and getting something off that has become the biggest competitive sport. It is hard and stressful. That Captain America looks really good. I agree. I think this head sculpt is fantastic. That Mackie head sculpt is a 10. I think so too. I think this looks really great. And as I said, I thought it was interesting that people didn't like the helmet. I don't mind. I also want to kind of see it in the movie as well, but you've got options. And that's my thing. You don't like the helmet? Okay, you can have him without it. You can have him with just the goggles. I like him just rocking the goggles. I think that looks really cool. Um, Now I'm torn on this Sam because, like the first one from the TV show, it's fantastic, but that price tag is cost prohibitive. I get you're getting a lot, but it's just too steep for me. I get where you're coming from, Mike, because I feel like the baseline price of figures, like particularly here in Australia, is really high. Like, I'm genuinely shocked when something has a recommended retail price of less than $500 Australian, which is about 360 US. So I can get it. I feel like I know for me, I feel like I have to be selective. There's so many figures that are announced that I think are cool, but I put them in a nice to have category rather than an absolutely need, because the need is my main IPs filling in the gaps of what I want. So I can understand that. I can understand that. I think the Black Panther 2 shoe was revealed before the film. Oh, I think you might be right, Lumi, because they had like made the picture with the head sculpt blurry, if I remember correctly, because they didn't want to give away the Killmonger style head sculpt. So you're right, that is one too. Oh, I wonder if this is a good or a bad sign. Only time will tell, but it will be interesting to see how much they do make from this movie. Um, it looks like a flying ant, Captain Termite. Oh, see, I saw people saying it looked like an Ant-Man helmet, but I don't know. As I said, you've got options. If you don't like the helmet, you totally don't have to use it. But I'm so impressed with how far Hot Toys has come with this wing articulation. And maybe it's a weird thing to be impressed by. But as I said, the only Sam Wilson I have is that original Falcon, which I love, which I would love them to do a 2.0 of, because do I want that either with seamless arms or seamless swap out arms like Bucky's getting for his metallic arm? Yes. Do I want wings that articulate better? Absolutely, because those original wings, like if you have a DTOF, you have to put him on an angle to even fit him in. And I do have him in a DTOF, and I've had to kind of have the wings kind of sitting next to him, but not really be connected into the backpack to have them sit closer to the body. But look at this. Like, look at the range of movement you can get in this. And is it Redbird? Is his little drone thing, is that called Redbird, or am I totally making that up? He's still got that with him. It looks cool. Like, I just think the suit looks cool, the head sculpt looks cool, those wings and what they can do are awesome. I think I'm so keen for this movie. I hope it's good. I really do. I'm so looking forward to seeing it next week. I love my original Captain America Falcon. It's awesome. I've seen like Iron Logan did a really cool posing showcase with that. It's a really cool figure. It really is. The figure looks great. I most likely won't be getting the international audience helmet though. Using the international audience helmet? I don't know what that means. I'm so not up with... I have not even seen a trailer for this movie. I only know Red Hulk because people keep mentioning Red Hulk. I literally try to go into a movie knowing as little as possible, because I feel like people see these trailers or they read all this news and then they get this idea of what's going to be in the movie and what's not going to be in the movie. And when it doesn't happen, they get very disappointed. Whereas I don't know and I don't get disappointed. Say, Red Hulk, please. Well, maybe. The pose on the left with the rings around him is fire. I agree. And I wish my original Falcon could do that, because I do love that kind of grey military look to the suit as well. I think it looks so cool. Um, Helen, scroll faster, please. I don't want to reach for my wallet. Oh, sorry, Mike. Red Wing. Did I call it the right thing? Did I call it Red Wing? I feel like that's what it's called. And if it's not, I'm sorry. I forget things. They usually add a helmet to the black characters for the international movie posters. Oh, really? Oh, goodness. I did not know that. That's bizarre. That's so bizarre to me. If I get a Red Hulk, I would pose him next to Indiana Jones and Han Solo. Yeah, it's fair enough. You could have him in a Harrison Ford shelf, right? So this is everything that's coming with Captain America, and not a huge deal of accessories, but I think this figure looks fantastic. Like, as we said, the head sculpt looks great. I love the different options you get for how you want to display him. Those wings, like, and even this photo here in the middle, just even the paint colors on them looks amazing. A Captain America shield. You've got, I think it's called Red Wing. I love that it's a smaller hexagonal base, because one of the things I don't like about my original Falcon is it's one of those big diamond display bases that takes up way too much room. So I'm glad that we don't see a lot of them anymore from Hot Toys. But just look at the details on this thing. It looks so nice. It looks really good. I love this. I think this looks fantastic. I'll be keen to see what else we get from this movie. Good morning, Helen and chat. Hello, Quan Harper. How are you? They did it to the original Black Panther poster. I was trying to think what the Black Panther poster was here in Australia, but I'm so bad at remembering that stuff. That's just, oh goodness, that's just bizarre to me. Why would you do stuff like that? That's just, my goodness. Just seems weird to me. I'm also trying to think, have I seen a movie poster for Captain America? I don't know that I have. I feel like the one I saw at the cinema was maybe just the shield and a date. But that was like last year that I saw that, because I don't know that I've been to the cinema this year. Maybe. I haven't seen a recent poster though. Thank God they showed the boots. I can't ever decide to pee unless I know what kind of footwear they have. Not really. Well, boots look cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think there's so much to like about that suit. I think it looks really good. Rhodey Rhodes and the Falcon should have had an on-screen team up instead of Winter Soldier. Missed opportunity. Yeah, I mean, I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier got a bit butchered by editing, because if I'm remembering correctly, like, the original story got altered because they felt like it was maybe hitting a bit close to home given what was happening with COVID and the pandemic. Because I just felt like very lost in that story, and then suddenly the villain was like, sorry, I can't even remember her name, like the redheaded girl, and it was just, I didn't think it was great. And then what was Sharon Carter's whole role there? And then we haven't seen Sharon Carter since. And there was this, she the power broker, is she this, is she that? I don't even know. But I mainly want to watch it just to remember where Sam is in the story. And maybe there might be a tie into this movie, and if I don't watch it, I'll get annoyed at myself. So I do try to see things ahead of the movie, like rewatch things if I think they lead into them. But, you know, I think Bucky was important to him to kind of make Sam realize that, like, he should be Captain America, and he shouldn't just, you know, take a step back and let someone else, you know, take that mantle. So I get why they paired those two together. And I did like the dynamic between the two of them. I thought they had some really cool moments, but I think the story overall, like, it felt, I don't know, it felt like it would have been better served as a 2-hour movie to me than a series. It lost me in parts. You know why. I'm guessing that's about the movie poster thing. Yeah, I just still think that's messed up. Um, Disney shrunk John Boyega on the Star Wars posters too. Shame on Disney. Really? See, I wouldn't know about the Star Wars. Wow. Um, Rewatch the episode with Isaiah for background. Yes. And that's another reason why I want to watch, because there's other layers to the story as well that I think may be beneficial to see for this movie. And I feel like Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a few years ago, and I saw it when it came out, and I've never felt a strong desire to want to go back and watch it. So I think I'm well served to do that. Hi friends, hope all is well. AJ agrees, a channel member. How you doing, AJ? Hope you're having a nice Friday. Shuri and the White Wolf would have been a great story and a chance for Bucky to redeem himself. I know. And there was even talk at one stage of like an Okoye show on Disney Plus, which I would have loved and I would have hoped would give us the Okoye figure finally. But I don't know, given they seem to now want to pare back how much they're doing, I don't know if that's still on the cards, but I think, like Okoye or the Dora Milaje, there could be some really cool stories to tell there. I don't know if we're going to get that or not, but yeah, it would have been nice, just like with the Black Widow movie, how I feel like they kind of gave you that bit of the story of Natasha and what she was doing between Civil War and Infinity War. Like, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for something showing us Bucky and Shuri together. I think that would have been really cool. I'm currently rewatching Falcon and the Winter Soldier right now on episode 2. I think it was a good show, but fell flat on the last episode, to be honest. Yeah, as I said, Keith, I feel like it was just a victim of I guess how much they wanted to edit it because they were worried about it being too similar to COVID. But then I don't know, that I can't even remember her name for the life of me. The redheaded girl, not much of a villain, and then I felt very unfulfilled by the whole Sharon Carter storyline. So I don't know. Second to last episode, episode 5. A lot of controversy with this actor. Yes, I have seen a bit of it from afar. Interesting times in America is all I will say. I do think it's funny this figure is $5 US than the Falcon and Winter Soldier figure. Oh, is it? I didn't realize. It'll be a couple days before it comes up on the Pop Culture website. A Rocket and Howard the Duck movie would be hilarious. Yeah, there seems to be a few people who are into Howard the Duck. I don't really know much about him. I know you're all shocked. I finally got my Bat Cycle, not unboxed yet, but it's huge box just for the cycle itself. Now BVS 2.0 needs to show up to put on him. Oh, that's cool. You've got the one from the Flash movie, I take it then? That looks cool. Anthony Stanfield, hi Helen, joining late today, but you're here, so thank you, appreciate you, hope you're having a good day. I wanted to like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I was bored out of my mind. Yeah, I think particularly, like, because if I'm remembering correctly, that was the second Disney Plus series, and WandaVision was so good, and I feel like WandaVision set such a high bar, and I don't know that this came near it, and I did feel like it didn't have that episodic feel to it. I kind of was like, maybe they should have just made this into a movie rather than, I can't remember, was it 6 episodes? Was it 8 episodes? I don't know. The US agent would have been a great figure to make. Yeah, I'm wondering if we get him from the Thunderbolts. Same with Red Guardian. I wonder if they held off on those knowing there was a movie coming where they'd be more prominent. And then you've got potentially 2 reasons to buy it, whether you want it for the Thunderbolts or you want it from the original IP those characters were in. I just did not like how they handled Sharon Carter, since she is the love of Steve Rogers' life in the comics, and well, just abandoned her felt, I don't know what OOC means. Off the cuff, maybe? I don't know. I'm with you that the Sharon storyline felt so random, and where is she? What's happened? We've seen nothing of her since. And that's why there was theories of, is she going to pop up in, was it Shang-Chi that people thought she might have popped up as the power broker? I don't know. It just felt so very random. And I don't like how that story is just left completely open like that. might get a US agent after Thunderbolts. Yeah, I think we might too. Need a Red Guardian. Yeah, I think Thunderbolts. I could picture Thunderbolts giving us Red Guardian, John Walker, and Yelena. I don't know if they'll do the whole team, but I could picture them doing those three. It was 6 episodes. Okay, so that makes it a bit more achievable for me to watch before Wednesday night. For me, the highlight of Falcon and Winter Soldier was the introduction of John Walker as new Captain America. His story is a good one and could have been explored more since Captain America is an important character. Yeah, I'm wondering if we get a bit more of that in Thunderbolts or not. It'll be interesting. It definitely feels like there's more of his story that they could tell. Finally caught you live. I'm watching all of the Captain America movies before going to see Brave New World. Don't know if that's a good idea. Winter Soldier is my top 3 movies. Well, hello, welcome. I'm glad you could catch me live. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to rewatch all the Captain America movies, but I definitely feel like I want to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But why not? It'll get you into the mood for it. I think it's really cool before you see a new movie, if it's part of a broader story, to catch up. So why not do that? Just going to have some water because, guys, we're already an hour in. Is this going to be a 2-hour stream? I think it's line ball at the moment. All right. I'm not going to spend much time on this guy. It's an Iron Man and it's gold. We had a gold Iron Man before. We had the Midas, and I'm pretty sure the 2.0 of that came out last year. But if that gold Iron Man wasn't the gold Iron Man for you, you can now have the gold Iron Man Mark III because Howie Claus loves you and wants you to be happy. It's very shiny. It's very gold. No head sculpt, but I think most people probably have a Tony Stark head sculpt in their collection. Iron Man fans, do you want to bring this home? Do you not want to bring this home? I don't really know. I was a little bit indifferent to this, if I'm completely honest. But I think this is the world we live in, where we will continue to get Iron Man variations till the end of time, probably. They're not for me, but they are definitely for a lot of collectors. So if you're excited about this, that's awesome. But as I say, it's a gold Iron Man Mark III, and I don't really know that I want to spend a heck of a lot of time talking about him. Does not come with a heck of a lot. As you can see, he's got some hands. He's got a base, a USB light-up base. I'm guessing it's USB light-up. But it reminds me of the bases we've had for the Flash movie. Like, if you think of the bases that have come with Supergirl and the modern suit Batman, it's very much in that style. So, I think it's interesting because they have a very high profile. So I don't know how people who have that base, like, how is that going for you in your display? Is it a good thing because it's giving you some vertical height versus your other figures? Are you annoyed by it? Is it making your figures too tall? I don't know. But as I said, it's a gold Iron Man and it was announced, and I'm pretty sure it's already available. It's limited. I think it's maybe 3,000 pieces. So if you want this, I hope you get it. But as I said, not for me. Talk about good casting for US Agent. I wasn't at all familiar with the character, but the actor did such a good job making the audience really dislike him. He did. And I think I really take my hat off to actors that can make people really dislike them. Like, I think of like, I'm so bad with names. Is it Jack Gleason who plays like Joffrey from Game of Thrones, and the actor that played like Teabag from Prison Break, Robert Kepper. Can't remember how to say his name. Like, I take my hats off because to be a sort of lovable character, I think is easy. But when you have so many people just like hating you, I think you've done an amazing job. Captain Falcon needed Captain Credit Repair. I feel like I've missed a joke there. I skipped the Mark III gold armor. I got the red and chrome one, and I'm good with that. That's fair enough. It would be cool to get a rescue repaint. Oh my god, yes, it would be cool. I love Rescue, such an underrated figure. I wonder if we'll ever get another one though, because was she the Mark 9 originally, the red suit version, and then I love that endgame version. That would be cool. Oh, I'd never thought of that, Lumi, but that would be cool. A rescue repaint. I'd be down for that. Another Iron Man water still wet next. I know, that's why I didn't want to spend much time talking about him. It's a gold Logie. Oh, that's funny. The Logies in Australia are, I think I'd maybe compare them to the Emmys in America. So it's like an award show for like TV. And people get a silver Logie, but then they have the grand prize, which is the gold Logie. And yeah, it's a gold statue of a man. And yeah, I can understand gold Logie vibes of this 100%. Not that I think a non-Aussie will get that comment, but I appreciate it. Clinton Martin, howdy folks. Howdy Clinton, how are you? All I want is the Mark 4 3.0 and I'm done with Iron Man. Is anyone really done with Iron Man? I feel like Iron Man collectors are like in deep. The red and chrome is enough for me too. Yeah, I can understand that. The WL on SS already, but no Q for it. I have no idea what WL is. It is too late for me to try to work stuff out. Oh, Anthony gets it because Anthony's an Aussie, right? You're from Australia originally, so I'm glad someone other than me appreciates that joke. John Wayne's grandson. Looks like an Oscar. I guess it looks like an Oscar too. I think those statues are probably a little bit similar. I love my rescue. Me too. I think it's an amazingly underrated figure. The kid actor who played Joffrey in Game of Thrones was awesome at making people dislike him, but it carried over to real life and he left acting, which is such a loss. I agree. I feel for him because he was just a kid. And I think an incredible actor. And I think hopefully maybe later on with time, like maybe some time passes and maybe he comes back to it. But like, I think that speaks to the amazing job he did. But yeah, I find it really sad when people take it so far. And even like, I feel like in Australia, we see that with reality TV shows because we have, Ash might know this. I don't know if Anthony will know it. We have Married at First Sight, which is on in Australia. And do I watch it? Absolutely. Is it trashy? 100%. And people dislike, I won't say characters because they're people, certain people on the show. And there's been instances of people like working out where they, who their employer is and calling up and making complaints or making death threats. And I'm like, okay, we're taking it a step too far. Like we don't need to be doing that. We don't need to be attacking people, personally like that. This is a Tony Award. Not familiar with the Tony Awards. Thanks to the context at Gold Logie. Yeah, I didn't think anybody would know what that meant. So, WL waitlist. Oh, this Iron Man's waitlisted on Sideshow. Okay. It pays to know fellow Aussie. Yeah, of course. I'm so done with Iron Man. I've got the 4750, 85 Rescue, and Endgame Patriot no more. That's more than me. Bob, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, you did this last week as well. That is incredibly generous. God, Bob Dylan. You're going to have to tell me what else I can send you because I'm going shopping tomorrow. And I got mint and dark Tim Tams on the list. So let me know what else I can get you because you're being way too generous. Appreciate you. And welcome, new channel members. Hopefully you stay around beyond the free month. It's 99 cents. If you feel inclined to join. I feel totally awkward about promoting memberships and super chats. They're there. I will never pressure people. Oh my God, I didn't even mention at the top of the show, guys. My giveaway. Don't forget my giveaway, the Hot Toys collectible metal pins. You've got like about another week to enter if you want to win the set of pins from Hong Kong. There's a quick 2-minute video on my channel explaining what you need to do to enter. And I had written on this bit of paper, giveaway. And did I mention it? No. I wanted to talk about frozen Coke, no sugar instead. So, lol, joke's on me. But Bob, that's very kind. Thank you. I have no words. Bob is literally the nicest person in collecting. Joffrey was a nice lad until he told the kids at school he talked to Batman and they didn't believe him. Oh, I know, right? It always cracks me up when he pops up in the movie and I'm like, oh, it's Joffrey, baby Joffrey. Ramstein fan, howdy Helen and everyone in the chat. How you doing? Happy Friday. Hope it's a good one. I don't know what that's meant to be, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know how to say it properly. Dang, I didn't get one. They're 99 cents if you feel inclined. No pressure. I've never been lucky enough to be blessed with a random gift sub from Bob Dylan. Oh, really? Maybe next time. Bob just keeps showering me with channel members. Bob has bobbed again. Salute. Yeah. Bob is being generous. Bob is very generous. Hey everyone, Blue Tattoo, how are you? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. You, sir, are a scholar and a gentleman. He is the nicest person. And I can say that because I've met him and he was just even nicer, if you can believe it. Like, incredible. Oh my God, did you do this again? Bob, what are you doing? Bob is out of control. Oh my goodness, did you get one, Lumi? I hope you got one. Far out, Bob. Bob has purchased 60 channel memberships on my channel now. This is insane. Seriously. I hope you got one, Lumi. Thanks for the membership, Bob. Blue got one. I hope you got one too, Lumi. Guys, Star Wars, my favorite. And you guys know that I was hyped for this. God, I know his name. Why am I drawing a blank on his name on the stream? Oh, this is hilarious. Darth Maul. Is it Darth Maul? Is it? I don't know. My God, I knew the name of this guy and now I'm drawing a complete blank. This is freaking hilarious. Okay, Lumi needs to make sure her settings allow for GIFs. Oh. Is really? I didn't even know there was a setting for GIFs on YouTube. Miss Batwoman? Thanks, Bob. Oh, goodness. Uncarded reviews. JB. Keith Lee. Bob Dylan is the most generous person. Not in the 1/6 world. Maybe in the world. Maybe in the world, I would argue. Bob Dylan and, like, my mum, I think, could well be the two nicest people alive. Tavi Collects is here. Hello. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to work out what that emoji is. Is it money with wings? Darth Maul. Pee Wee Herman. Oh, goodness. Dear Lord, call in Allison before you get mauled by the chat. Did I get it right or not? I don't know. Today's been a day. It's already 11:30 p.m. And do I know what I said 2 minutes ago? No, I don't. You can do that. I don't know. Is that about the settings for GIFs? Because, oh my God, did you not get one, Lumi? Crazy. I was tempted by this more, but since I don't have one as yet, but as you said, Helen, we got to be selective these days. I think we do have to be selective these days. I think space and cost and Hot Toys is going back to the well. Everything old is new again, and you do not know what they will revive from the archives. So I know for me, there's a lot of nice to haves, and I'm just admiring them lovingly from a distance because I do not have room to start any new lines in my collection. I just don't. Um, Thank you to Bobby. Yeah, far out, Bob. You're just buying 1,000 channel memberships. So Darth Maul, that's this guy. He's been made before, hasn't he? There's been at least 1 or 2 versions of him. And he comes with this vehicle, which is a bit funky. It's like a floating scooter thing with pedals. And somewhere in my house, Miss Allison is absolutely screaming at me getting this wrong, but she should have given me a script and told me what to say, because I don't know, and I don't research Star Wars, because the one time I researched Star Wars, Google gave me a description that you all said wasn't accurate, and that just put me off ever wanting to look up the Star Wars anyway. So we're now in this like vicious cycle. And I figure if you're here, you understand me and you're not insulted by this, or at least I hope you're not. I need to check that setting too. Always thought YouTube didn't like me in the past on other channels. Oh, really? I didn't know there was a whole channel, like a setting about receiving gifts. That's new to me as well. I don't know. I clearly don't know enough about this stuff. Every time someone mentions Star Wars, Darth Allison gets her wings. Yeah, I think so. I think every time someone mentions Star Wars, Darth Allison cries a tear for the Neontech BB-8 that she has not yet got, because she's really committed to Neontech BB-8, and I just wish Howard would just make one so she would shut up about wanting a Neontech BB-8, because I'm just sick of it, to be honest. Loving the Maul head sculpt. Yeah, it looks good. He's got some lightsabers. They're fun. Yeah, he was made exactly this way, but with much better head sculpt this time. I think it's very, like, it's a very expressive head sculpt. I like it. Do I know what it is? No. Do I know what scene this is from? No. Floating scooter? Well, that's what it looks like. It looks like a floating scooter. And here he is on his floating scooter and his lightsaber. He's just having the time of his life. Did we talk about the 66 housekeeper release debacle on OSK? On, off, on again. Then price increase due to US tariffs. What a malarkey. Yeah, I did think that was interesting. We haven't spoken about it. And I kind of get where Kit was coming from, because he had said he was a bit understaffed for Chinese New Year. But I just think it's hard, because some people like, dude, just let me order it and send it whenever. And then you have other people that if they don't get a shipping thing straight away, where's my thing? You've got my money, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, the price increase I can't speak to. That did surprise me. Whether that was tariffs or to do with the shipping thing, because wasn't there an announcement of no parcels coming in from China and Hong Kong, and then suddenly that was off the card? So I don't know if perhaps the price increase was factoring in perhaps having to use a different shipping option. We don't know, because that's the thing, right? Like, the postage is free, but it's built into the price. So yeah, for me, I can understand people's frustration, because I think if you were just going to put batches, maybe say that up front, say, hey guys, we're listing it. We're listing 50 a day. If you don't get in that 50, don't worry. This is just how we're staggering out for Chinese New Year. Because I think people are pretty understanding of Chinese New Year and the fact that staff are on holidays. Maybe the postal system in Hong Kong and China is not as quick as it tends to be. Like, I think we're all pretty worldly to know that. But that said, Kit probably is more communicative than a lot of other sellers. So yeah, I don't know if anybody's got any thoughts on that. What is it, Sure? You've got some thoughts on the shipping? No, you don't. Adorable. Shuri or Darth Maul? Is it Darth Maul? I can't remember. Yes, this must be the 4th version of Maul. Maul, TPM1, Solo CV, and now TPM2. The Phantom Menace, is that what TPM is? How do you opt in to allow gifts? Great question, Jordan. I don't know. on iPhone? Just curious. I don't know, because even signing up for channel membership is not, I don't even know how you do that on an iPhone. I feel like when I do that, I always have to be on my computer because YouTube just doesn't make it easy on a mobile device. I don't know why. He's marvelous. Sure he is. Justin McFly, positive vibes, everyone. Absolutely, because we're talking about Star Wars. What could be more positive than that? Cheers to Star Wars. You know, if you paint it green, it kind of looks like the moon from Pokemon. Oh my god, Helen guessed TPM's meaning there is hope. Not really. Not really, Bob, but you know, I know you're a positive, hopeful guy. So if you want to have hope, that's fine. But I feel like I'm just going to disappoint you in this realm. I don't have an option on my iPhone to even find channel memberships, and I don't have a desktop computer anymore. Oh well. Yeah, it's odd. Because I know with my giveaway video, because I'm giving channel members a bonus entry. So all you people who got gifted a channel membership, you're in the running to win the set of Hot Toys pins. I put a link in the description of that video because it's just not, like, the join button just isn't there on mobile device, and I don't think it ever has been in there. So I don't really understand. I don't understand YouTube's decision with that, but Google gonna Google. All right. Last but not least, another Iron Man. This one, if I'm remembering correctly, is the quarter scale Mark 6. And if I'm also remembering correctly, I think we got a 6 scale Mark 6 recently. And that one was divisive, as is this one a little bit, because of this head sculpt. And it's interesting because I think we've spoken about in the past that I feel like sometimes there's certain Hot Toys head sculpts that just don't photograph well. And I was talking about the 6 scale version of this figure with Iron Logan, and I asked him about the head sculpt, and he was saying to me, that's the thing, like, in person, it looks good. And he said, I've been trying to get a photo that sees it the way I see it with my eyes, and I'm just struggling to do that. So I know for me, when I saw these photos, there was a bit of a negative reaction from people. But then I saw, I think it was Figure Hideout, he did a really cool unboxing video on Instagram. And when I saw the head sculpt in the video, I thought it looked okay. I didn't think it looked that bad. It's all subjective though, right? So do you like it? Don't you like it? Quarter scale Iron Man figures definitely have a presence to them. I think all quarter scale figures do. There's a part of me that kind of wishes Hot Toys did more of them. I'd love a quarter scale Bane. I'm pretty sure I've said that before as well. Star Wars collections are built on hope. Darth Allison, probably. Yeah, and on Troopers and Neon Tech BB-8s. Allison loves a trooper. The Porcelain Trooper is her current favorite. Iron Man, water still. Wait, let me check. Yep, wet, next. I know, but I try to round up all the newsy news for everyone. So, Mike Feller, you can follow a link if they put it in the show notes. Yeah, I probably should do more of that, shouldn't I? There's a link in the video of my channel giveaway. And maybe I'll add it to this afterwards. I don't know. No way, another Iron Man. You can't receive gift subs on a branded account. Oh, really? Things I did not know. By the way, it's official that Figure Hideout is a blogger for Hot Toys. I keep seeing his review shared by JC Hong. That's a really good question, Bob. I have to assume yes. Because I know he got the Hot Toys gift, which not everyone gets. But also, I think it's the last 2 Hono releases. Instead of showing blogger photos, they've shared videos from Figure Hideout. So I've got to think he's now involved in some kind of official capacity, which I think's a cool idea because I think the photos can only do so much. I think the blogger photos have been divisive for quite a while now. you just get a different level of detail with the video. So I'd be all for them not just releasing blogger photos, also releasing some kind of official video. And whether that's them doing it, Figure Hideout doing it, why not? I think it's an absolutely great idea. Open that Bane. We're getting there. We're getting there. I've got a super itchy nose. What's a branded account? I think it's like when you have like a YouTube channel. I think it's considered a brand account. Maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lumi. Pass on Iron Man. My focus is Deadpool. Give me all the Deadpool. We know. Oh, oh my God, Bob. Thank you. Good morning, collectors. Good morning, Eric. How you doing? I'm so keen to see how many of you hang around after this free month. It'll be hilarious. Oh, love seeing pictures of your mum sewing Nurse Joker outfit. Wondering what her turnaround time is for custom orders. Look. So I went to my mum's house last night and I thought I was going to leave the dress with her. So I took it on the figure so she could see what it looked like, and I had told her roughly what I wanted her to do. And she's like, this is easy, no problem, you take it off the dress. So I took the dress off, and Mum was like, I'll come over for dinner. So she's like, I'll go have some dinner and I'll do this. I feel like I had 3 mouthfuls of food, and she's like, I'm finished. And I'm like, how are you finished already? And then she's like, oh, I will iron it. It is not nice. I will iron the dress. And I'm like, okay, Mum, you iron the dress. So she's ironing the dress and doing all this stuff. And she got so into it, bless her heart. Like, because I had asked her about modding the sleeves because I had this whole dilemma if I wanted to use a seamless body, but they have necks and all the Joker head sculpts had necks and I didn't want to be cutting a neck off a head sculpt. So I ended up getting a World Box body that has like the seamless wrists. But I asked Mum about the sleeves. I said, do you think we could unpick these sleeves to make them longer to cover the joint? And unfortunately we couldn't because the way they had sewed them, the sleeve was turned up where the stitch was. And she's like, if I unstitch it, like that pink line is not going to be where it should be, because I had taken her like a reference photo of the Nurse Joker. And bless her heart, she's so invested. I woke up this morning to a message where she's like, Helen, you have all these other Jokers. Do they have bodies where you can't see the joints in the arms? Because they have clothes. You could like swap the clothes and then have that body. And I was like, oh, bless your heart. I was like, oh no, Mum, they all have similar bodies. It's okay. But she was so into like wanting to have it perfect. But she did an amazing job on that dress. Like I was stupid. I had the CGL Toys Nurse Joker many years ago and sold it, which I regret. And I bought that set loose from Toy Anxiety. I think it's Toys Mon made it. And the neckline of the dress was way too low, and the skirt was the bottom of the dress was very A-line and flared out, which wasn't accurate. So Mum, like, she fixed the neck. She got the skirt sitting a lot more flat. So she made huge change, like huge improvement, and did it in no time. And she was stoked because she said, compared to Yelena's outfit, the Spider-Man material, she's like, oh, this is a piece of cake. So I'm very lucky. But I have said to her, I was like, do you know how much people charge to do this kind of stuff? I don't want to do this. I don't have time. I just do this for you. And I'm like, no, I'm not telling you to start a business. No, I don't want to. And I'm like, I'm not telling you. I'm just trying to explain to you that this is like a skill that people pay a lot of money for. But as soon as I bring that up, she just like, so yeah, I wish I could offer her services, but they're not available just for me, apparently. But I was just trying to explain to her like how much, because I think of like Gee Whiz Customs and how much they charge for stuff. It ain't cheap. So yeah, I'm very lucky I have someone who can help me with this stuff. I have no patience. I have some, I like to think. That is the best arrangement, work in exchange for food. I'm Italian, so I'm familiar with that currency. Well, I mean, she did the work and I got the food. And then she also gave me like lunch for today and about 3 kilograms of fruit. So I made out like a bandit, like seriously. I don't know what my mum got out of that arrangement. She got like a hug and a kiss and that's it. She got ripped off. The Greek Geek custom outfits coming soon to Etsy, right? I wish. She does amazing work. My mum's been like doing craft stuff like from a kid, like from 5 years old, doing crochet and needlework and stuff. So she's just a demon with it all. I'm very lucky. That's so sweet of your mother. Yeah. I just laughed when I woke up to that comment about, oh, maybe the other Joker bodies are nicer. But yeah. Anyway. This will become your favorite figure in the collection. Yeah, it will be. I think the Stealthy Elena has such a sentimental value for me because I did work on that with Mum. And I probably put in a little bit more to that one than I have with the Joker. But yeah, I kind of love that Mum's hobby and my hobby have kind of combined in this way. It's very cool. And yeah, she's so invested in the Joker. And even with the photo, she's like, oh, are you making a video? Am I going to be in a video? I'm like, oh, no, I don't think I'm making a video for this one. And she's like, but why not? Why aren't you making a video? And I'm like, do you want to be in a video? She's like, no, I'm just asking. But yeah, she's lovely. I'm very lucky. And then when I said, oh, hold it up, I'll take a photo. And she's like, no, I want to be sewing. I want like an action photo. So I was like, okay, well, action photo it is. Nurse Joker looks fire. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know if anybody's going to give me one. So for now, it'll be great. And it means I can, I'm probably going to get rid of the DX1 purple suit Joker in my display and put the nurse there, because then I'll have all the different looks, which is what I wanted from the start. So I'm very excited. The Everyday Collector, good morning, afternoon, evening. G'day, how you doing? That definitely covers all the time zones. Customizing your figures is a great way to expand your enjoyment of the hobby. It opens up a whole new world of appreciation when you build it yourself. Yeah, I think so too. I really do. Like, I enjoy kit bashing, and I've been very fortunate that with Mum's help, I've been able to take that to a new level this year. Like, the Stealthy Elena is like a step up as far as what I did. Like, I was spray painting. I was literally destroying Hot Toys figures, Mum helping me put them back together. And it's cool. And I think for me, when you go and see someone's collection, the things that my eye are drawn to is the things that I don't see everywhere. Because we've all got a Cap, we've all got a Thor, we've all got an Iron Man. But then you see some of these custom figures, and that's what you're like, oh, hang on, I haven't seen that before. What's the story behind this figure? So I definitely agree, and there is a huge satisfaction out of making something yourself. I've made a few figures now, and to varying degrees, but yeah, I have to say the Nurse Joker I'm really happy with, and then the Stealthy Elena, which Mum helped me with as well, is probably my favorite kit bash that I've done. I just think that is such an amazing figure, if I do say so myself. Does adding dirt and grime to a figure count as customizing? I'm not yet comfortable removing fat suits. Of course it is. I think it's baby steps, Eric. I think you do what you're comfortable with. Because for some other people, like cutting the neck off a head sculpt, they probably wouldn't bat an eyelid out. For me, it's a step too far. So I think you build, right? You build, and as you get comfortable with certain levels, you keep doing. Because, I mean, I wouldn't have thought I would be spray painting stuff. But I went, okay, let's give it a go. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I think, as I say, and as you do the next little steps, you kind of feel a little bit more comfortable with what you can do, and feel a little bit more daring to keep stepping it up. Regarding seamless arms, I'm getting the Asma Snake Bliskin and thinking of using seamless arms on my Indiana Jones. Maybe you could do something similar with Nurse Joker. Oh, okay. I need to check that out, because my biggest thing is, does it have a neck? And this is the other tricky thing, because that Nurse Joker outfit, I've left the undershirt on him to hide the neck joint. And that's why my preference would be, could I find a Joker head sculpt without a damn neck? Because one of the best Nurse Jokers I've seen, the guys paid a customizer to cut the neck off. And I think it does look so much better when you've got the fully seamless body, because then you can have the nurse outfit without the under shirt. And so yeah, it's a couple of reasons. Like it's not just those elbows, it's the neck as well. So we'll get there. Maybe one day someone will humor me. Open that Bane. That sounds like a good idea because we're 94 minutes in. But I'll quickly just show it's Tony Stark. And there's a few swap out pieces, which is cool. So this is very much the armor, just looking clean. And then we've got all these little battle damage, use your words, Jemima. Swap out parts in there as well, which I always think is cool. You've got that ability to make him look different to your other Iron Man figures. I like the diorama base. It's there. As I said, some people need all the Iron Man figures. I'm not one of those people. But quarter scale is cool. So that's fair enough. So I'm going to take a quick water break. And then we're going to open Bane. And I do have the original here so we can compare. So let's see how that goes. I'm back. It's just me. And this guy. Like a week of stalking the pop culture website paid off. And my biggest learning of 2024 remains, if you really want something, pre-order it. Because I was literally checking their website every hour for this guy. Because I was worried I was going to miss out. I've only got myself to blame. He's minty fresh in the box. I don't know where Shuri is. It's interesting though, because the original Bane had a really tiny box. It was really small and a bit plain. So I do love that you've got this cool picture. You've got the metallic sort of logo there. I like it. You could use that as a backdrop if you want. Up to you. All right. Minty fresh. Handy box cutter. And I think, as I've previously said, my little idiosyncrasies, I always cut the boxes at the bottom. Why? I don't know. I can't even tell you. And this part of the box has a nice picture of the figure without the jacket. I like it. It's really interesting because the shipper box, I don't know if anybody else has Bane. The shipper box had a black box and the letters U and S in the black box. And I've never seen that on a shipper before. And I don't know if that means anything. Is that specific to Bane? Is that what figures from the US normally have on them? I've got no idea. But does anybody else have Bane and remember if their shipper box had, like, on, I think it was the top right hand corner, a black box with the letters US? It was bizarre to me. And it made me worry. I was like, is this figure going to be okay? Is something up? And that's why I did have a quick look under the slip cover. There's going to be box opening noises. It is what it is. And I almost forgot this came with the big diorama backdrop, because with the original Bane, you just got the display base, which was that big square, kind of looked like a metal grate, and you had the broken Batman mask with the water effects. So that's Very cool. So many comments. Brad's happy. I'm glad you're happy, Brad. If you're happy, I'm happy. Congrats on Bane, Helen. It's an amazing figure. Yeah, I'm keen to compare him to I do Too Smart. Is that about opening the boxes at the bottom? I don't even know why. It's just what I do. Have you decided on coat on or coat off to show off the seamless guns? Look, Mike, I think because I have two and I think I am going to keep both. I'm thinking of putting the new Bane with the seamless arms. Let me hide the comment. With the camo tumbler, I'm thinking there because I've got the room to really have him with the arms out wide, whereas in my main display, I don't have room to do that. So I did actually get a new coat for my original Bane. So I'm thinking 1.0 with the coat in the main display and then the new one, no coat with the camo tumbler. But I still want a Bruce Wayne there, so I don't know. I'll get there eventually. I noticed that too and thought it was odd. Oh, okay, so it's not just me with the Bane shipper. I've never seen that before, and I was like, is this US stock? Is it like, what does this even mean? So I don't, okay, not just me. It was just bizarre. I think so. My shipper had whatever that was covered. I couldn't tell what was underneath. Okay. The jackets are awesome, especially the wool winter one. Yeah, I'm keen to check it out. Oh, the original had the brown jumper as well. I'm forgetting that. All right. So, a lot of levels of goodness to get through, guys. Like, I got coats. I got big display base. I got a lot to show. This Bane is a very awesome figure. I do regret when I cancelled mine, but had some other things to take care of at the time. Yeah, that's fair enough. It happened to all of us. Good choice, Helen. Thank you. With that tumbler, you got to put the coat on him. Oh, Brad, look. Don't start. That's my decision. Because I just figure with Seamless, and I was having this conversation with Anthony at Figure Posing Channel, you've either got to have him sort of grabbing at his vest, which is going to destroy the arms, or with the arms out wide. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Whatever I decide will be fine. So I'm going to start with the diorama base. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. So, and modular. Can I just say, I appreciate when the big bases are modular. And I think I said that with the Battinson stand and the gargoyle. Love a modular base. So we've got the bottom platform. It's got nameplate. It says The Dark Knight Rises and Bane. Got that kind of metal grate flooring. Looks nice. Got some like weathering detail in the paint application. I think it looks cool. Step 1. And then we've got a little sort of handrail that we plug into this. I normally read the instructions, but I haven't. So let's hope I don't come to regret that. Just got another little bit of railing. Where does this bit go? I don't know. Oh, hang on. I do know. Oh, I see. So these are the railing bits assembled. So this bit's broken and that bit's just there. You merely adapted to the darkness. I was born in it. Honestly, with those ratchet joints, I think the arms will hold up very well even when bent. I don't know. Instructions. No, I like instructions. I follow the rules. I'm all about the rules. In my mind, I'm trying to figure out how to display seamless arms while wearing a big coat. Fair enough. We're all each to our own. Each to our own. All right. So the part of the base, I don't know how I feel about. And I feel like Hot Toys is like really milking this base because this is what came with Catwoman. When they've showed that Scarecrow, which, where is it? 20th anniversary this year. Give me Scarecrow. Give me Raz. If you want to revisit the Begin suit, I won't be mad. I don't really know how I feel about this watery effect thing. Like, it's not like I'm offended. I think it's done poorly. I just don't particularly know that I feel like I need a water effect under the stand and then have it for each of the 3 characters. I don't know. Does it attach to this? Let's find out together. So we're building. It's like Legos. Speaking of which, have I made the Lego I bought from Hong Kong? Of course I haven't. Why would I do that? Don't be silly. It's okay. We're building it. We're getting there. Bane and Joker look fabulous together. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a few months till I get my Joker, though. I can't wait. I guess not all water as well. Or no, not in a Hot Toys world. Not in a Hot Toys world. Hopefully you get a Scarecrow 2.0. Yeah, I hope so too. And the rumor was that it was going to come with a unmasked head sculpt. So I hope so, because give me a 2.0 and give me an unmasked head sculpt. That's what I would like. Often's here. Hello. Hello, my fellow Bane buddy. How you doing, Offen? Happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. I'm only just starting, so you're in at the right time. I'm just putting the base together. And I was just saying that I'm not the biggest lover of the water effect. So I feel like I probably will use the base because all my other vehicles have some kind of like background item. And I don't know what else I would put there at the moment. So Bane with this stand, maybe without the water. It's a strong possibility. It's a strong possibility. And then we've got this background piece. It's like a printed cardboardy type thing. Which is fair enough. I don't know if I've done this in the right order. I don't know if there was an order to this. Should I have put this in before the rail? Possibly. This is why I read instructions typically. Because I don't like to break stuff. Oh no. Oh yeah, I think the backdrop did need to go in first because the side rail has some like holes that you can plug into this backdrop. That's fun. We'll just sit in some awkward silence while I try to... I'm actually thinking the rail being on the backdrop as you slide it down is the way to do it. Yeah, okay. We're learning together. Isn't this fun? It's an educational stream now, guys. It's not just entertainment. Okay. Why won't you go all the way down, hey, mate? Yeah. It's moments like these where I'm like, why are you doing stuff live on the internet? Because I do become such a nervous Nelly about not wanting to break stuff. But it's like, let's assemble some finicky diorama base on the stream. So here we are. Completed backdrop. I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to use in my display. And I could picture even having this in the background and having Bane standing in front of it, so not necessarily using the crotch grabber. But we'll see. But look, this is nice. Is my ruler handy? Yes, it is. Because I'm totally profesh, guys. Check me out. How tall is this, I hear you ask? This is around 39 centimeters. What is that in inches, I hear you ask? I don't particularly know. 13? 13-ish inches, perhaps? Maybe? I don't know. I'm a centimeter girl. But it's cool. Where am I going to put it? I don't know. I'll put it next to me for now. Comments in the chat. Let's catch up. Good, thank you. Hope everyone is having good Friday. Yeah, I think we are. My wife doesn't touch my collection. I don't know what that comment's in relation to, but I don't let anyone touch my collection. Cousin Anthony, I get to enjoy the live experience again. We'll be driving home while listening, though. Enjoy the unboxing, cousin. Thank you, cousin. This is so not going to be a sub 2 hour stream. I was so proud because Anthony's always like, oh, you got so close to like under 2 hours. But it's not going to happen today, guys. Remember, you're in Australia, so the base goes on top of the background. Thank you, Shiny Shiny. You're always very helpful. Looks awesome. Yeah, I think it's a cool background. Often saying hello to cousin Anthony. Us Americans are all about inches, especially us guys. Well, that's a whole other conversation and type of stream. The base looks cool without the background and the water. That's how I've displayed mine. Catwoman 2.0 after some thought. Defo need a Bane now. Oh, yeah. This is what I like about it being modular. And I might muck around with different configurations of that base to see what I want. Take note, Anthony, 4 hour stream. No, I'm trying to take note of Anthony and John. I'm a changed woman, guys. Short streams are the way of the future. Just not today. Just not today. So let's check out the coats. I got 2 coats, so I'm very excited about that. And it's interesting because straight off the bat, even looking at it through the plastic, the main coat fabric looks very different to the original, which I'm not mad about because mine's falling apart, which is really sad. Okay. Oh, that's cool. They've sort of got them in these cardboard little inserts to keep them in place. That's nice. So our first jacket is here. Very cool. I'm not quite sure what this material is, though. I'm assuming it's not leather. It's nice, though. I don't know if I'll use this for anything. I don't know if I'm going to use either jacket, if I'm honest, but it's good to have options, right? As I say. Oh, that's interesting. So there's like a little bit of Velcro. So after you thread the belt through the buckle, you can stick the belt in place, which I think is cool. Because my Nurse Joker belt is like long and flying, and I feel like something there would be handy. Tiny Art Guy, thank you. New channel member, that's very kind. Thank you very much. I've been on a membership bonanza because Bob Dylan is like on a mission to make everyone who watched this stream a channel member. So thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate that. And you'll get an entry into my giveaway. And if you want to double your odds, make sure you leave a comment on my Stealthy Elena video telling me what your dream kit bash is and incorporate the phrase win the pin. So, how does this... Oh, okay. I think this... Oh, the jacket zips up. That's cool. So you've got the zip, which I like. It's kind of hidden. Like that. I was worried it was going to be Velcro or some kind of press stud, but no, that's nice. You've got concealed zip, which is cool. You got the belt. The pockets here, they don't open. They're just decorative. Same with the ones at the top. So pockets do not function. But it's cool. I like this. I like this kind of biker jacket. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I need to think about these jackets. I don't want them just sitting to waste in a box or something. We'll need to work this out. But this guy, this feels more suede. This main jacket feels very suede-like. Feels very different to the original. You got the woolly collar. I think his pockets are also decorative. And they've put like some padding in there to make it feel like there's stuff in his pockets. So that's cool. So let me... So real buttons and hooks. And if you don't know how to treat those, I have a YouTube short that shows you how to do up real buttons. But this is quite interesting because this original jacket does have a bit more of a leathery feel to it. Whereas this one definitely feels more suede. And I think there's quite a bit of colour difference. Like, particularly when you look at those pockets. So I'd like to think that by its nature being a bit more suede, that this jacket's not going to be problematic in the future. It feels very nice. The fabric does feel very nice. Let me... So yeah, that's a huge difference. I wasn't really sure how much would be different about the coat. And it's interesting because this original coat doesn't have, like, this doesn't have buttons down the side. This new suede one, like, has all these buttons here. But the 1.0 does not. You've got, like, the loops. And I don't know if you're meant to do the buttons up. I'm guessing not. But I'm glad I pulled out the original so I can make some of these comparisons for you guys. Because otherwise I think the style is similar. But definitely noticing a huge difference in the fabric and the colour of the fabric. So I think this also, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. I think there's a lot more texture to this. Like, his jacket is not like a pristine garment. Like, it's worn, it's a bit beat up. And I think you get that a bit more with this. So I have to say, like, I think this choice of material and the changes that Hot Toys have made with this new coat, I think it's a winner. I think that's some good decisions they've made there. Let me catch up. The jacket is cool, but in a while you might find the smaller jacket material more appealing. Haha. Yeah, as I said, I don't know what material that other jacket is made of, but the brown coat, I'm liking that, and I got to think that's going to be a lot less problematic than the 1.0, because with mine, I posed him with these like fist up, which resulted in this beautiful bit of damage. And now at the front, I also have, and as I said, I got a replacement coat. Oh, wow, I'm just noticing all kinds of new bits of damage. And even down here, look. Because it's not a new pristine coat, so I kind of lived with it. And a lot of the damage is kind of at the back. But I feel like because I have a new coat, I may swap it out for the new coat and just not pose it. Because I posed this thing once and now it's falling apart. So it's very sad because I kept him pristine for the longest time I could. Does the brown coat feel similar to... God, I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it chamois leather? God, I don't even know what that is. which are the coats? Because this one feels very suede-y. This one, I'm not sure if it's a leather or a pleather. I'm assuming maybe it's like a pleather or a vinyl, maybe a vinyl even perhaps. Very shiny. I don't know how much durability this is going to have, but I feel like this should be able to last a bit more. That sucks. Hate to see damage on anyone's figure. Yeah, I've been pretty lucky, touch wood, with figure damage. But I post Bane and I paid the price for it, so. Chamois, like you dry. Oh, like a chamois. Chamois leather. Is chamois leather a thing? Does it feel like a chamois? I don't think so. I think it feels more like suede-y to me. Like suede material. You know, suede. Suede-y. It's a word, guys. Welcome to Australia. It's educational stream, remember? I'm teaching you guys. All right. So we're getting to Bane himself. Come on. We got there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All words are made up, right? No, it's a word in Australia. It's totally a word in Australia. Sweetie. Alright. Oh, so this is interesting. So you once again, and I should have kept it close by, but I was worried I was going to drop it. So you once again get a broken Batman cowl, right? This one I like more, because with the texture of the original, I feel like they overdid it with wanting to have that water-like effect. Whereas with this one, it feels like it's more just got like some subtle damage. Like, can you see there? Like, it's got like the cracks in the cowl. I like this more. I think it's just, as I said, it's just a bit more subtle. I'm hoping you guys can see what I mean about, like, on that, like, going down the cheek, those kind of cracks. That bit of damage in the cowl. I think that looks really nice. But just even the way it's painted, like, the other one, it just felt like the effects were just a bit too overdone and just kind of took away. It looked like it was just painted badly with those water effects. And even just the way... it's not like a clean cut of the cowl. It's more jagged and detailed. I really like that. I really like the way they've done this cowl. I'll probably incorporate that on the base. That might be cool. Oh, goodness. More people in the chat. Hello. Calvin's here. Good morning, everyone. Not sure who blessed me with membership, but thank you. That would be Bob Dylan, because Bob Dylan is blessing everyone with memberships today. He's buying people memberships like they're growing out of fashion. Seriously. Shame the Batman cowl arrived broken. Haha. Costa, Kalimera, Tikani, Sisakala. How are you? I'm adopting your team for the Super Bowl. Do I understand NFL and how it works? No. No, I don't. But I'm a Philadelphia fan for the next week or whatever. So go Eagles. Looks great and sits nicely on the bait by his feet. Same one came with Catwoman. Oh, okay, interesting. Catwoman came up with 2. Everyone's saying hello to Costa, as you should, because Costa's a good dude. Mark's here. Good morning, Mark. How are you? Hope you're having a great Friday. Thanks for coming to hang out. Just unboxing Bane. And then we've got the little leather armband for Bane. I'm guessing this is the right side of it, I'm guessing, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah. It's very cool. That is a wristband, isn't it? See, this is why I like the instructions. It tells me what stuff is. Helen, you're rooting for Philly Go Bird, so happy to hear. Look, Costa's my friend, so I'm going for his team. But am I right? Is there an Australian on the team? Because I feel like there was something on the news that said there was an Australian on the team. But either way, like I will go. I want my friends' teams to win. So if a friend of mine has a team they go for in a final or something, I will adopt them. Go birds. Okay, it's birds. Go birds. I'm all about the birds now. What else do we get with Mr. Bane? So a little tool, which I'm guessing is for eyeball purposes. We've all seen them. We got some. What else have we got? We got some wrist pegs. We all know what they are. And we got some little silver circles, which I'm guessing are somewhere on his outfit. I hope I never have to apply them because I don't want to do that. And we have 3 pairs of hands. We all know what hands look like, but they're nicely detailed. We've got some grabbing hands, some holding hands, some closed hands. But you want to see Bane, right? You don't want to see hands, right? Hang on. Not big on the glove, cut out square with the thumb hole, really Hot Toys. Well, if it works, it works. Ah, there we go. They do have an Aussie. I was right. I was positive I saw that on the news before I went out. D to eat the wrist pegs. Sure, I'll do that after you eat some button cell batteries. How does that sound like for a deal? Oh, this is different. A bit of cloth underneath from Hot Toys. Because Howie Claus loves you and doesn't want you to damage your Bane. He's hefty. He's a hefty boy. My goodness. And straight away, yeah, this is so much bigger. This is substantially bigger. My goodness, bits of plastic are flying everywhere. It's all happening, everyone. But straight off the bat, look at this. Like, I don't know if you can tell because the coat's on this guy, but there's definitely a size difference. Like, I'm even just looking at the thighs and the legs. Like, there's a huge difference. Like, you look at the legs. Like, this one is so much thicker. You can even just see the colors of the pants, the material. Like, this is a legit 2.0. This isn't a reissue. They did a lot on this. Which is what we want, right? We don't want, we don't often want just a 2.0 to be a carbon copy. Wow. There is a lot of detail on this body as far as the oh, here we go. That's that that neck connector everybody keeps telling me about. I don't know that I've had a lot of experience with it. Yeah, okay, that little plastic thing is interesting, isn't it? Oh, is this going to be a nightmare to get back on? Am I going to regret my life choice now? Oh, goodness. I feel like I don't even know how this is meant to go back in. Oh, no. It's okay. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. I always wish I could just rip the plastic off the boots easily, but I feel like I never can. So box cutter is here. Pretty much lives in this room now. Because I just want to get a small cut into the sticky tapes. one. This is riveting viewing, isn't it? You're looking at the top of my head. I'm trying to cut some sticky tape off some plastic. What else would you rather be doing on a Friday, guys? Watching some Australian take plastic off an action figure. Alright, so talk to me, Mr. Bane. It's funny, I always liked that original Bane head sculpt. Like, I always thought it was a really nice head sculpt. But this new one, like, the level of detail, like, even just, I don't even know if the camera or the stand has fallen. I don't even know if the camera's gonna pick this up. But you look at the head sculpts, like this original one, the skin is very smooth. This one is very detailed. Like, you see on the side here, like, you can see, like, there's veins, there's details, there's texture. Even the way the head sits around the mask is different. This is a beast. This is like, the body is big, like it has weight to it. You can definitely see the torso is huge. Let me take the jacket off this guy. Let's see if it disintegrates in my hand while I do it too. That'll be fun if I just destroy my figure on a live stream. But I feel like it's hard to compare them while one's wearing a jacket and one is not. There's literally little bits of the jacket flaking on my desk. That's fun. That's fun for everyone. Let me put old mate's hands back on. Then I feel like we can do some proper comparisons here, because this is what you want to see, I'm thinking, I'm hoping. But this is... And just the difference in not having, like, the elbow joints. Like, because these are single jointed elbows on the 1.0. So this is your 1.0. And this is your 2.0. Like, I hope you guys can see the difference here in the body. Like, the legs, definitely. Like, look at the thighs. Like, they are so much bigger. The chest is bigger. The arms are bigger. And just that level of realism you're getting without having the elbow joints there. That's a big difference. This is like, I'm a natural bodybuilder, and this is, I got on the gear and look at me go. That's what it's like, seriously. But it is interesting, because I feel like Bane was... He was a beefy boy. He wasn't necessarily ripped like this. But I know this is what people wanted, and I'm very happy with this. I'm glad I picked this up. I think this looks awesome. A whole bunch of comments. I eat those for breakfast anyway. The button batteries, really? How are you still here? Spicy Helen. Helen is my favorite Helen. Wow. I don't know that Spicy Helen's everyone's favorite Helen, but... you know, as long as you're happy, Bob. Hey, Chonky. Hey, Chonky, man. Thick. He is. How does the new neck connector work? That freaks me out. Look, it freaked me out too, because do I want to break a figure on a live stream? No. Sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. Bye, Shuri. Because you've got the regular, like, sort of, neck connector peg, but then on top of it there's like a plastic connector, and you really have to line it up very precisely to the sort of opening in the head sculpt So I get what people are saying, because I had heard people say, particularly if you don't get it right, it can knock the rolling eyeballs, things like that. And I think it did knock the eyes because one is like gone to the side. But you really have to be precise with how you line it up. And my concern is also like how much pressure to put on it, because I don't want to break the neck connector of my new Bane. Like, no, I spent a lot of money on this. I would love to know an efficient way to remove some of the plastic, like at the ankles. I've never removed the boots off a figure because I'm always afraid it won't be easy to put back the wrist pegs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some figures it's a bit nerve-wracking taking off all the plastic bits, I won't lie. That new neck connector can be a pain. Same with She-Hulk and Mighty Thor. Yeah, my She-Hulk, I was happy with her eyes, so I haven't taken the sculpt off. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to take the sculpt off because I feel like one eye has very dramatic side eye. I think that's gonna need adjusting, which I'm not looking forward to doing. Bane clearly has a gym membership, yeah, and I think some supplements. I think some really good protein powder. Just throw old Bane away. No, I'm not throwing old Bane away. I need all the Banes. The 2.0 coat goes on the 1.0. Oh, so the 2.0 can be displayed in all this seamless glory, and the 1.0 one looks so small. Oh, interesting. I might muck around with that because I did get a second 1.0 coat. I was able to find one locally on Marketplace, and it was in great condition. So maybe, but yeah, that original one, I feel like now it's started to deteriorate. Like it's all downhill from here. Maybe I'll even use the biker jacket on him to just enjoy that before that goes downhill. Looks way bigger, better. It definitely is. It definitely is. Supplements, yeah, because isn't that how people get beefy? Bane's eye looking like the new Superman. Yeah, it totally got one eye's gone right to the side. It really has. But yeah, it definitely feels like there's some ratchets in those arms. Definitely feels like there's some ratchets in there. Can you? Just part of that flaking jacket is on the Bane. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, guys, seriously, I'm feeling very lucky that my diligent stalking of the pop culture website has paid off, because this guy's great. Seriously, let me get the OG on the screen. And this is the thing, I think at the time, a lot of us were super happy with this original one. But this new boy, you can see here, like, there's a huge difference. You can see it in the neck, you can see it in the shoulders, you can see it in the torso, definitely in the legs. Boots are pretty similar. Boots are pretty similar, but chunkier looking. And the fabrics, like, I think we're seeing some differences in the color of the pants. The vest looks pretty similar. The jacket, I think, is a big improvement. Sorry. I do think the new jacket being more suede-like, or suede-y as we say in Australia, that's a big difference. This one has a lot more presence. He has a lot more presence. He is a lot more menacing. Like, just even the way they've sculpted I don't know how to describe it. Like, the original head sculpt, it is just very smooth and there's not a lot of lines and details. But when you see this new one and you're seeing like a few wrinkles in the forehead, you're seeing a few veins there, like, it adds to this kind of aggressive look that I think is really cool for Bane. I really do. I feel so fortunate that I picked this up, and I I was not doing the 2.0s. I said for the longest time, no, I'm not doing 2.0s. I take that back. Dark Knight is my favorite trilogy. They're my favorite movie. So I'm doing 2.0s. And I think the Bane 2.0 is lovely. Not surprised I couldn't find this in Hong Kong, given how great this looks, because it looks amazing. So I might just put him on the diorama base, which I've lovingly got here. And then that way we can see him how Howie Claus intended us to have him. Because Howie Claus loves us and wants us to be happy. Even on the body, like, seriously. Like, just the scarring and the texture on the skin, like, he looks like he's seen some stuff, and I'm here for it, because Bane has definitely seen some stuff. Let me lift this without dropping or breaking anything. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, guys. I'm so happy with this. As I said, water effect. I don't know that I'm going to use the water effect. I definitely want to use this display base in some capacity. I don't know if I'm going to have Bane standing on it or maybe in front of it. I like the idea of having this as more of a background piece to just break up the background next to the camo tumbler and just add a little bit of visual interest. And I'm keen to know if anybody's got Bane and Catwoman. Do you have the stands next to each other? How does that look? Does it look like a nice continuation, or doesn't it? Because I have wondered, should I pick up another one of these loose and have them together? Is that going to look okay? Or maybe look a bit... Because I'm assuming the rail is on the same side, because I'm guessing they're just a carbon copy of one another. But seriously, guys, this is... I'm very happy. I feel like the figure gods were very kind to me in helping me get Mr. Bane, because I was silly. I didn't pre-order, and that was stressful. It was very stressful. But he's home now. And he's never leaving. He's never leaving me. Bane didn't skip leg day. He did not, man. Bane did not skip leg day. Like... I think this guy skipped leg day. Look at... That's a huge difference. That's such a big difference. It'll be interesting, though, because and this is the other reason why I like the idea of having him with the camo tumbler, because I have the DX12 in my main Dark Knight collection, and I think that would be a big difference in proportions. That I don't know how I would feel about that. This jacket is just raining on everything, which is awesome. So I'm so glad they've changed the fabric on this one, because I have a lot more faith that the new coat won't disintegrate. The 1.0 eats wrist pegs for breakfast. The 2.0 has the batteries, maybe. Helen, I'll use it. Break up the background. Oh. Tee-hee-hee. Aaron, hello, welcome. I don't know I've seen you here before, but I'm glad you're here. Thanks for the gifted membership. I want to support Helen because female collectors are rare and they deserve support and encouragement. That's my figure of the year. So happy we both have it. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. That's literally the whole reason why I started my channel. Was I felt like there's female collectors out there and I wasn't seeing them on YouTube, and I was getting frustrated, and I went, you know what? You're not on YouTube, so how can you get frustrated? Because you're not putting yourself out there. So that's why I started this channel. Do I know what I'm doing? No. I don't feel like I know what I'm doing half the time. But I'm trying to represent, and I know there's other awesome female collectors out there, like Luminara, who was in the comments before. She does a lot of streaming on Lael's channel. There's Natalie G. I think she's really awesome. She's on Will's channel. But I would love to see more female collectors on YouTube giving it a go. Whether that's making videos, just being on panels, stuff like that. I think there's a lot more female collectors out there than what is represented in Facebook groups and on YouTube. So that's why I'm here doing this. I have no real agenda beyond that. I just was like, well, someone's got to do it. And if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So I would watch streams and be like, oh, it's an 8-person stream and it's all dudes. And I was like, but you're not doing anything. So that's why I'm here, and I've streamed with like Costa and Iron Logan and Anthony at Figure Posing channel, and you know, Joanne when we're doing Collectors Unite. So I'm just trying to represent female collectors. So thank you, I appreciate that. And Bane's amazing, seriously. I think I'd said before that if the Joker hadn't come out last year, I think this would have been my figure of the year, but I just thought the Joker was amazing. Your precious armory, gratefully accepted. I know, and I need to work out what backdrop goes with Bane. Is it this? Bob wants me to get the clear armory. I don't know that I want to get the clear armory. That's a big commitment. SJC, that comment is blank. I don't know what that means. Congrats to the Bane figure. Thank you. I think this is a very impressive upgrade. I'm very happy. Natalie G and Luminar are great, but they don't have a channel. Yeah, I know. That's the next step, right? That's the next step. Great attitude. Thank you. I honestly, like, that's why I started my channel, and my biggest thing as well is I just try to share what I can. Like, I know a lot of people do similar topics, and I always try with my videos to do something different that hasn't been done, or with a new spin. So even with something like the garage shelf build, like I know Costa did those videos and my videos are not to his level, but I was like, hey, like, I'm in Australia, I can give an extra level of detail for Australian collectors about where I got my stuff from, some of my learnings, like with my kit bash videos. So I really try to put a lot of effort into like my topics and my videos, and it's probably a little bit why I'm not as frequent. Like, I never think I'll be a 1 video a week person, because I don't just want to rehash what people have done. Like, what's the best display case? What's the, like, I think you guys all know what you want as a display case. And as I said, I think it's a compliment. Like, if you do something and people are like, hey, how did you do that kit bash? Or how did you do something with your cabinet? Like, why wouldn't I share that? Like, I think it's such a compliment that people ask how you did something, because obviously they think it's good and they might want to replicate it. So like with my Stealthy Elena, like when I made that, so I wanted to document the process because no one else had done it. And I was like, there's no companion piece for Kate Bishop. And maybe this gives people some inspo to make their own. I don't know. As I said, I love collecting. It's a really positive thing that I love in my life. And I just want this to be like a positive thing. And I feel like the people I have here and I interact with on YouTube and my Instagram account are awesome and have brought me a lot of happiness in my collecting. So hopefully I can, you know, pass some of that on to people as well. Maybe. Here we go. She needs the clear armory, otherwise the Nolan shelf will never be complete. Look, I think it's sold out on pre-order at Pop Culture. And there was a part of me that was like, clear armory goes with Bane. And then I get the new Batman. But then what do I do with Power Pose Bruce? I don't know. I don't know that I want Power Pose Bruce. Valkyrie, that's very kind. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for all your work in the community. That's been super kind, guys. Like, seriously, I appreciate that. As I say, regardless of memberships and super chats and whatnot, I will keep doing what I'm doing. But I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Keep up the amazing work. You too, Costa. Costa's doing amazing builds over on his channel. So if you want like a garage display like mine, or if you like those Apex Time cases, like Costa's can show you how to make one because they're expensive to buy. But Costa's got tutorials on that, how to make risers. And I've had my garage shelf for a year, and it's probably my proudest thing I've ever built is the garage display cabinet because it's freaking awesome and I love it. And I've got a home for my vehicles, and that's all thanks to you, Costa. So thank you. You're a bloody legend. The three of you should create a weekly program, call it the A-Force United, Australia, America. Yeah, Bob had said that to me once. He's like, oh, you should like get together with some other female collectors and do something. I mean, I'd like to. I just think it's kind of tricky with me being in Australia and time zones because I feel like the evenings work better because there's a lot of people in the US who work from home during the days, and that's when they watch streams. But then that's when people are working at the same time. So it's always been a bit of a tricky thing. But I'd love to. I'd love to do something with Lumi and Nat because I think they're awesome. I enjoy watching them so much. The correct answer is Costa Case. Yeah, it is Costa Case. Turn Bruce Body into henchman. Maybe. Helen, your Chinese, what is it? Excursion videos were superb. Thinking outside the box. Yeah, I tried to. And even with the full team creation, like I wanted that Avengers diorama. I'd been eyeing it off for ages. And I just put it out there. Like I just said to Oscar, hey, I've got a YouTube channel. I mean, I felt ridiculous saying it because it's a tiny YouTube channel. And I was like, hey, is there any chance I could like film some of your work and put it in a video? And he was super accommodating and I didn't know what to expect because I'm not a name. I'm not here with tens of thousands of subs. But he was super cool and brought out all these dioramas and let me film them. And I kind of liked that I could show people like a person who is really talented that probably isn't as well known as some other people out there, like doing custom work. But I just wanted to like document what I was seeing, but also just share that experience. Cause like, you know, I'm lucky that Asia is very accessible from Australia. Like some people may never get to Hong Kong. So I just thought as much as I can show off and not show off, but as in show people and kind of share what I'm seeing. It was fun. I learned so much about using a gimbal. Like if I ever go back, I promise that the footage will be better because I had never used a gimbal before and I clearly did not know what I was doing. So I hope I made no one motion sick because that was my number one concern with my gimbal footage. You can pair the Power Boast Bruce Wayne with the Power Boast Calvlarine win-win. Maybe I could do that. Stay solo and just have a guess. I like one-on-one. Yeah, I mean, I don't love mega panels either. I think there's a fine line. But we'll see. As I said, I come on. Oh my God. That's crazy. Mary Sullivan. Hello. That's incredibly generous. Guys, this is ridiculous. You guys are so kind. Hi Helen, thanks for the presentation. Love your channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you have an Instagram or something I can follow you on? I'm always looking. I want to follow other female collectors. If you've got Instagram, YouTube, like let me know. Oh my God, guys, this is ridiculous. Like Bob Dylan buying like 40 channel memberships and then this. This is super kind. Mary, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm seriously lost for words at yeah, far out. This is crazy. Thank you. It's very, very generous. But yeah, stay sold. Yeah, I don't know. As I said, the time zone might be a bit tricky, but if I can have the odd guest now and then, I would like to. But yeah, I think there's enough big panel shows out there. Maybe. We'll see. But I've always said, like, I'm open to feedback and what you guys want this stream to be. I'm happy to morph and I, you know, it started off with the unboxings and it's kind of now got the news and the other components. But, like, I'm totally open to feedback because I want you guys to enjoy it. Like, if you're giving me your eyes, I want you to enjoy what you're seeing, to be honest. I would sell Bane 1.0. I don't know Deadpool Red Suit. I feel like for scaling and proportions, I'm going to keep the 1.0 in my Dark Knight cabinet, and I think Bane's gonna go with the tumbler. I think. It's crazy how it works. Our mornings are their nights. I know, that's the thing, because even part 2 of the Sideshow Con is like 5 p.m. I think, like, it's Pacific time, West Coast time on Friday afternoon, and I'm like, I think that's like 8 a.m. Saturday for me, so I don't really know. Oh god, everyone, let's get Helen a ticket to China. She can buy us tickets for figures for cheap. Well, you got to time it right, and I was very lucky that I happened to be there when they had a 50% off sale at Toy Hunters, and I had no idea that was on. I walked into Toy Hunters, and they were like, hello, this side is 50% off, and this side is 30% off. And I was like, well, hello, welcome to Hong Kong. I'll take some 50% off figures, thanks. Yeah, that was awesome. I felt like I was there with your tours. Thank you. That was what I was going for, so I appreciate that. That first video was so hard to do, and I feel very proud of it. Even the shopping vlog, it was overwhelming. I had so much footage, and I debated how much to include. But the feedback's been so nice. So yeah, if I do a trip like that again, or I'd love to go to Japan. So maybe if I ever go to Toy Sapiens, hopefully I can maybe film there and show you guys a bit of that too. Boom. Oh god, boom everywhere. My goodness. Tonight's been crazy. Oh god, Costa. Thank you. You are so kind. Another channel member. This is ridiculous. You guys are so generous. Oh goodness. Bane looks really good. Thank you for sharing it. I feel like I kind of missed out. But I know I got a lot of good figures coming. 24 on hour right now. I don't know what that last bit means, but maybe you'll get lucky later. You never know. You never know. Yeah, Bob's gifting memberships like they're going out of fashion. Seriously. Number one feedback, 4-hour streams. Why do people not want me to, like, sleep? Because a 4-hour stream means a very tired Helen on Saturday. And I have my last installment of John Wick and ice cream tomorrow. So I'm very excited. I'm watching John Wick 4 with my friend. I'm finally taking her to the last movie that we have for now. But I realize I haven't seen the Continental TV series. So I don't know if anybody's seen that. And do you recommend? Don't you recommend I watch that? Because I don't think any of the actors from the movies are in that. Is that correct? Which seems a bit crazy to me. I thought Winston would be in it. Hello, fellows. G'day, mate. G'day, Buzz. How you doing? Happy Friday. Or happy Saturday as it is for me. God, it's almost 1 a.m. Did not succeed at my sub 2-hour stream. It would be nice if we can see Bretta or Christian show up maybe sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I'm still hoping Collectors Unite comes back. The guys are just a bit busy right now, unfortunately, but I hope the three of us can be reunited again. It can be Collectors Reunite. Yeah, life gets in the way sometimes, unfortunately. So, it would be great to have the guys back on. I totally agree. Bob is always the 6-scale number one. He's just the number one person. Like, Bob is the nicest guy. Continental TV series was awesome. Mel Gibson is the standout. Fellow Aussie. Yeah, he is an Aussie. Okay. Maybe that can be after we do John Wick. Maybe I'll tell my friend we have to then watch the Continental. We can keep the John Wick and ice cream theme going. Oh, Helen, you deserve all good things coming to you. You're awesome. Thank you, Big Rib. That's kind. I just think I'm a pretty standard person, but appreciate that. You guys are super cool. Almost 3 a.m. Yeah, well, I mean, you're on the East Coast, man. Like, that's a whole other ball game. Me at 3 a.m., I don't think you want me streaming. I'll be half asleep. Shuri will be gnawing at my face. It would not be pretty. You could do interviews with female artists too, like Viola and Tintin. Oh, I'm not familiar with Tintin. I might have to look them up. Yeah, I thought about that. I even wanted to do try to get an interview with Pop Culture. Like, I asked them to come onto a live stream and they never got back to me. So I'm wondering if maybe I counter with, how about a pre-recorded interview? Maybe I can do something with pop culture, because I think it would be cool to share a bit more info about them, but also I'd love to know if they're willing to share a little bit about like the trends they're seeing with Hot Toys, and particularly because they have had to discount quite a few figures. Like, are they still stocking as much? I'd love to know, are they now seeing more sales from overseas? Because I feel like so many more people are now more aware of pop culture. So I would love to know a little bit more about them. Maybe even if I go to the East Coast, like maybe I could try to do a store tour of a pop culture store. They've got a couple over there. These are all ideas that I have. Continental was a bit of a cash grab. Ian McShane said none of them were even consulted. I did watch it, but it was a bit meh for me. Oh, okay, interesting. I miss Bretta and Christian too. Yeah, I think we all do. I think they're just good guys, and I think it's just a different view on collecting. And not to be rude, but I feel like the American view is pretty well represented, and I kind of loved that, you know, Joao's kind of there on the ground in China. In Korea, like, collecting sounds so different. Like, from what Christian was saying, Hot Toys is almost seen as like Marvel Legends-y to people there, and they're more about custom. So I love hearing about different areas and the way Hot Toys collecting is there. That's why I also enjoy chatting to like Anthony Figure Posing channel in Europe, because Europe's a whole other thing with like the VAT and things like that. So yeah, I think it's really cool to have that kind of global perspective and hear other people's just experiences collecting. Like, I genuinely find that so interesting. So hopefully we're back together soon. Like, I'm ready, willing, and able. Once the guys are available, I'm more than happy to do that. Helen, that would be a great idea. I've only just discovered pop culture, so I'd love to hear more about them from them. Me too. And that was the thing. I asked them if they would come on Collectors Unite. And I think maybe because it was a live stream, maybe they didn't like the idea of that. Because we were like, hey, you tell us a time, we'll schedule the show around you. It's not like we were expecting them, because at the moment there's a 3-hour time difference between me and Victoria where they are. So we were like, hey, we'll do this show around your availability. And I can understand that, right? So that's why I was wondering if maybe I approach them and talk more about, hey, like some kind of pre-recorded interview, because then I could send them the questions ahead of time, or I could maybe even do a call out to people and say, hey, do you have questions for pop culture? I'll curate them, and then we can do it that way. Because they do their own streams. So it's not like they don't have people that aren't comfortable in front of a camera. So I would love to do that. And maybe if I go over there, I could like interview someone in person. So that would be super cool. So maybe in the future, that might be something that I can bring you guys. But we're almost at 1 a.m. So I think I might wrap it up. And was this a sub 2-hour stream? No, I failed at that miserably. But we had a lot to talk about, and we had a lot to admire with this guy. He's a BBBB, Big Bloody Beautiful Bane. I'm taking that phrase off Miss Allison, because Dewbacks, no one cares about Dewbacks. It's Bane. And he's a 4B. He's a Big Bloody Beautiful Bane, and I absolutely love him. Seriously, the difference between these two guys is just... it's considerable. It's considerable. It's like, this is Steve Rogers... and this is Steve Rogers after the Super Soldier Serum. It's a little bit like that. But seriously, this proportions are great. I think it comes with so much more than the 1.0. You've got the 2 jackets, the diorama, even the broken Batman cowl is like a huge improvement. So, very grateful I was able to pick this up. I'm sure anybody who's got him would love him, and if you want one, I hope you can find one in the future. My fingers are always crossed for people as they're hunting for something. Last question, do you have any cos babies? I do not. I saw a lot of cos babies in Hong Kong, and I did wonder, do people buy them? Because there was a lot of them. I have one Funko Pop. I used to have more Funko Pops, but I got rid of them. And the one Funko Pop I have is actually a little bit sentimental because it's a Stan Lee Funko Pop, and I got it. He did a convention here in Australia, and they had like a Stan Lee specialty ticket. So you got like a token for a photo with him, an autograph, and like express queuing for, you know, the photos, the autographs, and like a dedicated seat at his panel. And then one of the add-ons was you got this exclusive Supernova Stan Lee pop vinyl. So I have that because it's attached to something. Otherwise, I don't. I try to just stick to 6 scale because I know what I'm like. And if I start with other stuff, I will probably keep going with other stuff. So this is what I'm collecting. Have a great night, Helen. I will. Thank you. This stream's been insane, guys. You guys have been so generous. Thank you. I'm lost for words. As I said, I feel like I'm just some random chick in Australia. Do I know what I'm doing? No. But I appreciate you guys coming to hang out and supporting. Like, as I said, I'm just at a loss. Seriously, tonight has been insane. Have a good night or morning. Yeah, it's morning. It's almost 1 a.m. That's why Helen's got to wrap it up. SD, Super Deformed, are very popular in Asia. I don't know what they are. The Brick Bears were very popular in Asia as well. There was one shop that I feel like just had thousands of them. I never understood the Cosbaby Funko Pop thing, but I thought I heard Funko's gone defunct. I wouldn't have thought so, man. I always feel like, when is the Funko bubble gonna pop? And it feels like it hasn't. I feel like Funko Pops have been around for, God, I want to say at least 15 years. I think they're a gateway drug is how I would describe them, because there's people I know who I would not say are collectors, and then they have like a couple of Funko Pops. I think because they're cheap, they're small, they're cute. But yeah, as I said, people that I just wouldn't have thought would have them. So I just think it's just a gateway drug. It was awesome to see a live unboxing. I've been doing that on a stream for a few years, but mostly get made fun of because breaking some figures. Look over at Bob Dylan. Oh, it's never fun to break a figure. Look, I always freak out during these unboxings. I'm like, am I going to break something one day and I'm going to go viral because you guys will see the Greek rage because I've broken something, but so far so good. Brilliant stream. Thanks, Helen and all collectors. Thank you for coming to hang out, JB. I really appreciate it. Whoa, crazy. Have a good sleep. Yeah, I hope so. I hope I have a good sleep. Sofubi is big in Japan. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I do want to go to Japan. That's probably my next place I'd love to visit. And I want to go with a friend of mine, actually my John Wick and ice cream friend, because she's a big Snoopy fan, and they have a Snoopy museum, and I think that is cool. I would like to go see the Snoopy museum. Thanks, Helen. See you next week. Absolutely. We'll talk about news. Will I have John Wick? Probably not. I don't know what's happening with Sideshow and John Wick. We missed the original Midnight Collector. I don't know who that is or what that is. Sorry. But don't forget, I've got my giveaway. If you want to win the set of Hot Toys collectible pins that I picked up in Hong Kong, there's a pin for Hot Toys and then one for Secret Base, Rebel Base, and Toy Hunters. Sadly, no Echo Base pin was ever made. I did ask. There's a video explaining how to enter, so you basically just need to be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment on my Stealthy Elena video telling me what your dream kit bash is, and also incorporating the phrase win the pin. So you've got till, I think it's Wednesday, at 12 noon my time zone, which is GMT +8. That's when entries will close, and everyone who's followed those steps, plus all these channel members that I now have, we'll do a random draw. And then if your name comes out in the draw, you'll have a week to contact me with your shipping details, and I will send those out to you. If I don't hear back from the winner, we redraw. You don't have to be live in the stream. I want to make this as accessible to anyone, and I know that people are in different time zones. Some people watch me on the replay, and I want to give everyone an opportunity to win, because they're cool merch and not something that is really widely available outside of those stores from Hong Kong. So, a couple more. A broken imp disguise, Jin Erso, rare Star Wars figure. Oh, Bob Dylan fixed the arm. Of course he did. Bob Dylan is a wizard. I think he might have gone to Hogwarts. I think that's where he was educated. Great stream, guys. Take care, everyone, and please leave a like on the way. Yeah, leave a like. It would always be appreciated, although I feel like I've already gotten so much this stream, so I don't want to be greedy. But guys, take care. Have a lovely weekend. And I'll be back same time, the usual 10 p.m., not later, next week to talk about something. Have a good week. Take care, and thanks for joining me.